twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my tempo, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to coverage of the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We're also live on CRN on this Friday night after basketball is done. And we welcome you to the playoffs. And what a wild card to come right out of the gate for the opening round for the Friday night premier series of where it all started, the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series. And this is the Concerns of Police Survivors 225. We're at the virtual Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta, and the playoffs begin, as I mentioned, right now. I'm Wesley Outland, joined with one of the original members of NASRA, Michael McKinnon. Michael, great working with you again, my friend. I'm filling in for the Redneck announcer, Jacob Reeves, tonight. But, Bud, there are the 24 drivers ready to go for a quest towards a championship beginning tonight. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Wesley. Good evening, race fans. Yeah, this is going to be something crazy tonight, I think. I mean, folks, if you haven't seen this track, 28 degrees of banking in the corners. It races like a super speedway, but it's as tight as a mile and a half. Handling will come in to be a factor here later. You're going to see giant runs from people. We're going to see comers and goers. This is going to be a heck of a race.
They have called this place the Super Speedway on steroids because of how fast but small compact it is. And we're ready to go now for the playoffs of round number 1 in the round of 24. On the pole, Ryan Johnson, one of the top 3 all-time winners of NASRA. He's on the front row to the outside. Matthew Lee, never count out the man in that 04 Toyota. Row 2, Tristan Bruce from Denver, North Carolina, and MDW Matthew David Wood, the all-time winner of NASRA competition now. He'll start 4th. Row number 3 on the grid, Joshua Rodriguez and David Flanagan. By the way, that's a Ford and a Toyota. Row number 4 will find Matthew Montgomery. What a crazy finish he had at Daytona last week. And Devin Painter to the outside of the X-side, throwback colors of Roush. Isaac Bevan and Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith, Michael, will start on row 5 in your top 10.
Yeah, P11 will be Chris Blanchard. P12, Adam Newton. Don't sleep on Blanchard on these super speedway type tracks. P13 will be Adam Lichty. P14, we see Matthew Cummins there in the 14. P15, we got Brandon Schumann. He is a playoff contender, along with the 77 of Curtis Banks at P16. P17, Brandon Broadfoot, last week's winner at that crazy Daytona event. He'll be alongside the 25 machine of James Beard. Rounding out the top 20 is P19. We got Dana Shepard there in the 44. And one of the old mainstays of the league here, P20, Ed Osborne.
Number 11 on the grid, Eric Zimmerman, also Nicholas Sacco, one of the original members of NASRA on row 11. Row 12, Matt Cherry and John Freeman to the outside will start 24th. Row number 13, Dustin Scruggs and Jeff Burke, a champion rookie of the year of the series of the past. The Holodaddy, Brian Chu and Dan Hagan for NASA is on row 14, and your top 30 still not done. Inaugural series champion of DSR, Adam Newbert and Huck Wigginton to the outside.
Started 31st, be Raul Meza. 32nd, Owen Schrag. These guys, I believe Meza is in the playoffs. P33, TJ Moore will be your race control, and rounding out the field will be Cody Knott in that 33rd position.
Like Chris Blanchard and Daniel Lawless will start the race, but they'll start off of pit road as well. Finkelstein Hopton, as always, the man behind the camera on production. And again, everybody, I'm thrilled to be working back with you guys for tonight's race as Jacob Reeves taking off on this Friday night. I'll be filling in for him. But this is the premier series of NASRA when Michael McKinnon got it going. Of course, Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott keeping it in operations. And here is a look at the race details for 150 laps here at virtual Echo Park Speedway. Stage 130 laps, fast stage. And on another 10 laps for a 40-lap stage for Glass Mechanics Stage 2. And then 80 laps of green flag battles to determine the finish to 150 laps, Michael McKinnon. There is attempts unlimited. That's what that unlimited sign means. Meaning we'll have not one attempt, 2 attempts, but unlimited attempts if we have to get this race in. It's got to finish under the green, and they got to take the white flag.
Yeah, I hope we don't see the infinity sign. I was afraid of that last week, but it came out to be pretty good last week. The interesting part to me, not a lot of tire changes. You shouldn't need it here. It's not a bad track right now. It's pretty much, brand new. So we'll just have to see how this all swings out as we go. Fuel mileage should not be a concern, even if we get, later in the third stage. I don't think it'll be a concern to anybody. So I think we're going to be great here, and we're going to have a great show.
Board cameras with Jeff Hart, Raw Meza, Brandon Broadfoot. All they're going. Weather conditions perfect again. Partly cloudy. This race will finish under the lights. It'll be from dusk until night. 72 degrees track temp right now. 70 degrees for 69 degrees sim temp. No winds. Not like a couple of weeks ago at Real Atlanta. 55% humidity. The playoffs are ready to begin. Around the 24. Ready to lock towards the championship. The Premier Series of NASRA. Fox Trucks playoffs underway in Atlanta. You have a virtual race.
Yeah, coming off here into one. Let's see if they get organized. We stay side by side for 5-10 laps right here. As I said, folks, you're going to see huge roads here. You can go from top to bottom. It's not a wide entrance or exit to these races, but it's wide enough to make some crazy racing.
Now that back straightaway right now, everybody begins to just try to get themselves in line, whether it's top, bottom, middle, lane. Ryan Johnson, he'll stay to the inside of the racetrack. Leah up. There goes also Matthew Wood, Tristan Bruce right there, stride for stride. Give lap one. The Leah on the high side as they go into quarter one.
Yeah, this is a trend I'm going to be watching all night, Wesley. The high side, we saw that in the real NASCAR race. The high side was quite dominant. We'll see if these guys can get enough energy on the high side to compete with that low side right now. We see all the players starting to make their way to the front now. Lee, Johnson, Wood, Flanagan, Bruce, all these guys battling up front.
All these friends working their way now down into the dog leg across the stripe. There's that run. Start to see it go down quicker and quicker into that first turn as nightfall settles in. It's Lee down to the inside on the white red line. He's got Johnson and Wood behind him as they work the back straightaway.
And we're seeing this energy on the outside. We're starting to get a little push. We're getting a little momentum off the top side. And as the tires wear, I would expect MDW, Flanagan, Painter, all these guys on the high side, they should start to pick up a little more momentum as they come off the corners right here. And folks, if you can't imagine what it's like to run this place. It is wide in the corners, it feels, and then when it comes off the corner, it feels like it's about 2 cars wide, and you start to feel like you're getting squeezed as the tires go away.
I use the expression super speedway on steroids because it's not big like Daytona, Talladega, 2.5 or 2.66 miles, but it's got that draft, it's got that atmosphere, it's got that cadence of that type of racing on a small surface as they rumble through turn 4. Starting to see now 2 or 3 different packs start to form. Nonetheless now, MDW. Matthew David Wood to the lead and turn 1 to the bottom.
Yeah, we're starting to see a few noses poke to the high side here. As they get those runs, they're going to have to lift off. You saw Painter, he poked his nose to the outside. Flanagan poking his nose to the outside. And Wood doing a tremendous job taking care of both lanes right here. It's early to do that in my opinion, but it's working for him right now.
Mentioned the man out of West Virginia, Matthew David Wood. There's at 21 up in front. Got himself 4 straight NASRA Endurance Prosper Engineering wins. In addition to all the other wins he's got, MDW now sitting on the all-time list of 51 career wins. That is more than Keith Bradley at 49, Colin Weatherhold at 46, and as I mentioned earlier, Ryan Johnson just outside the top 3 at 45. He's right in that mix of the top 5 of the leaders as they work off forward.
Yeah, he was about 1 lap behind getting a win a couple weeks ago at Vegas behind MDW. He needed about 2 more laps. I think he would have pulled it off right there. But it's just a testament to his talent, Wesley. MDW, you put him in a road course car and he dominates. You put him in a truck, he dominates. It's just over and over again. We see it week after week.
Put him in anything will show his prowess. And here comes another man showing his prowess. Here comes David Flanagan. His Toyota now. Powers from the outside to the inside. You're on board with the tailgate of his truck. The 100 warlords behind him. Looking high, looking low. That's Wood, Lee, Painter, Johnson. They can't get around him. The 31 to the lead in 1.
Yeah, it looked like they wanted to get a little bit of a breakaway there, but I don't know if it was Flanagan or if they just getting a little loose. They just could not quite make it work, so they got split back up, and here we go side by side again. The high side, as we watch here, it's starting to gain momentum as we go. The same thing we saw in the actual Cup race a few weeks ago. This high lane will be hard to beat as the tires start to fade.
And the smart thing to do, honestly, if you will, Michael, is to not do anything aggressive. Don't do any crazy bump trapping. Don't do anything with anybody alongside. Don't cause a crash, right? Just get to the end of this stage. I think this is the filling out phase. This is where you're trying to say, okay, well, where are my partners? Who's going to go with me in a draft? Who's going to leave me hung out to dry? Where do I find my best move around this racetrack? And there's something to think about, too, as they come storming out of turn 4 to put lap number 10 on the board. Lap 9 complete this time by. Michael, and you know this, Atlanta is a lot smaller in width than Talladega and Daytona. So whatever moves you make, you better stick with them, because if you change your mind in a split decision, it could cause chaos and mayhem.
Well, that's right, Wesley. I mean, as we were talking about the new banking, the new configurations, well, they also made it 40 feet here, which is, you know, that's a couple of car widths there. So every time these guys get a run, which they will at some point, the runs will start to come, and they're going to have to make up their mind. There is no hesitation here. You have to do it or don't do it. So we'll see. There's a lot of pressure on the spotters right now.
A lot of changes have been done to this racetrack since what was the Atlanta Motor Speedway, now having its fourth makeover, if you will, since its existence of being built back in the 1960s. Right now, it is Flanagan the leader. To the outside, Wood now powering back on the bottom. Correction, Flanagan up top. He's got Prince, and there's strike going to door to one.
That's just great racing, Wesley, and we're seeing a little bit of that tire wear, I think, starting to show up, or a little bit of aero push that dominated the race at Daytona last week. We see a lot of guys coming through the trial, or the dog leg, as they like to call it, and they're getting a little wide right there. I'm telling you, that wall will come up, and it'll grab you, and it will just suck your truck straight into it, and you're done.
Patience indeed the way to go as these guys work across the stripe, heading towards the midway point of stage 1. Top 5. It is Matthew David Wood, Flanagan, Johnson, Lee, Bruce, the top 5 at Atlanta in the early going.
Listening to the CRN Community Radio. Now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Michael McKinnon heading to the midway point of stage 1, and it's Flanagan now the leader as they come back on the back straightaway.
Yeah, we're seeing a change a little. We're starting to signal out a little bit. We're getting some laps put in. The tire wear is going to start to show up. I don't care what any of these guys say, it does. At this track, you cannot hold it wide open like you do at Talladega or Daytona for the entire length of the run. So we're seeing this top lane stay a little more organized. And as I say that, is Flanagan going to do it? Nope, he's going to stay up high. I thought he was going to drop down, and here he comes. A little foreshadowing for you, everybody.
Jack Shack under attack as here comes the cheesehead, pardon the pun. Ryan Johnson on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll look to the inside. A couple of Toyotas battle. Flanagan now put Lee back up on the outside, pushing Flanagan. Nowhere to go, hung out to dry is Johnson. He powers back on his own to the inside out of 4.
Just tremendous racing so far, Wesley. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. As of last week, I think we had 3 cautions at this time, and these guys are doing a wonderful job today. Yeah, I probably jinxed it. The producer in the ears, I probably jinxed it. But right now, these guys are doing a wonderful job. Like you said, Wesley, this would be my strategy. Let's get through the first stage. Let's see what we've got, see what we can do about it, make a few adjustments, and then let's get it on after that.
Now, you got to remember, playoff points are also on the line, so... And it's sounding like this could be the final season for the NASCAR C.O.P.S Truck Series for this type of playoff format. Obviously, Michael McKinnon, everybody going back to what used to be the chase format back in the early 2000s that worked for NASCAR. It looks like that's going to happen with NASCAR. This final playoff segment push for the season championship going on in 24 drivers having a chance to go for the title right now. That's 24 of 35 in the field racing for the championship. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it gives a lot of guys an opportunity here. Now, if you look at the points, you have like Matthew David Wood. He's going to start this round with 1,041 points, and the 24th place driver will start with 1,000 points. So it's only 40 points difference that separates back to front, so they can make giant headway here if they can do the right things, score the points, and hopefully move it into the round 18.
Well, Jeff Burke, I know why he's got that mouth wide open. Like this tongue. I miss those antics of Jeff Burke on camera back in the day. We used to see him on Monday night and obviously Wednesday in the NASCAR Cup Series, inaugural series champion. He don't run with us anymore, but I know he runs the Friday night, like those antics. And he says, I do that to calm myself, Michael. It looks like he's in panic mode, but he says that calms him.
If it's calming, I'll believe that it does calm him. Like you said, it looks a little frenetic to me. I would, I don't know. I never know what my facial expressions are as I'm driving, so he's probably not even aware he's doing it, but it is good entertainment for the folks.
I will be coming to 10 to go. Stephen Thomas says, what's up, Michael McKinnon? Great to have Michael back, a part of the NASCAR family. I know he took a hiatus a little bit, and he's back. And always, of course, is with joining Jacob on Friday night. Jacob is off tonight. He asked me to fill in. I told him I would. And I think me and Michael haven't worked the race together in probably 2 years. I think it's the old Xfinity series of NASCAR.
I think you might be right there. I was on the road in my semi, and we got a caution out. Let's see what we got.
Couple of cars involved, as it looks like Adam Lighty is involved on lap number 21. Caution will come out. Brandon Broadfoot, we're understanding, winner last week at Daytona. And Michael, you were on the call with Jacob last week at Daytona. My God, what a crazy finish that was. I found myself watching that after doing baseball last week. And now Brandon Broadfoot caught up in this accident for the first surf pro caution of the evening.
Yeah, it looked like a little maybe clear, not clear situation, or just didn't want to lift enough. Somebody looked like he just got him a little hooked and into the wall. That's not a great place to hit the wall with the front of these trucks. Now, that's the 42, I believe, that gets in the back of Lickby here. Let's see what we got. I think it's the 42. Yeah, he drops down and he gets a clip on him there, and bang. It'll all depend on how hard he hit there. I bet he's got a little wheel damage. He can probably get some of this fixed. I don't know how many cautions we have. Hopefully it's not as many as last week, because that was something spectacular to witness.
Raul Meza had a pretty scary moment a moment ago as well. If we can go on board now, of course, we're with John Freeman. But maybe we can look at Raul Meza. There's the contact there. Freeman and the Adam Lighty and Adam Lighty going around there. And then watch Raul Meza coming into your screen on the bottom. Now, we got to find Raw here. There it is. All right, stay with him. This is going to be fun. I don't think he got any damage. Maybe a little nick. But a nick could be a lot, right, Michael, in these trucks, right? I mean, here he comes.
He's like, oh, no, high or low? Up. Here we go. Oh, my God.
He's okay. I didn't hear any contact.
I didn't hear anything. Looked like there might have been a little extra.
Yes, sir, and they're on pit road. What do you think? This is a strategy to be on the undercut before everybody else coming in? I mean, actually, I would have thought they would have pitted without, or they wouldn't have had to pit the stage, Michael.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to. I think this is to set themselves up for the next stage. Could see a few guys, if they're running mid-pack or back, I would get fuel. And, heck, I don't care. I'd put some tires on. I'd still have 2 left in the pits after this. So get your fuel, get your tires, and be ready in 7 laps. You can flip the field right here.
Hey, by the way, don't forget tomorrow night, 6 hours of Le Mans. We're looking forward to it. Of course, Bigglestein, Hopton, Jacob Reeves, and myself will be bringing that action to you tomorrow night. Matter of fact, I just sent you the flyer, Dean. Check it out in your messenger, and we'll promote all of that when we come back after Atlanta Echo Park. Caution early going, but we're only getting started to wrap stage 1. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Back here at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta, we're about to wrap up our first Surf Pro caution of the race after a multi-car accident. Drivers involved included Adam Lady as well as Brandon Broadfoot. Daniel Lawless might have got a piece of it as well as Raul Meza. And don't forget, tomorrow night, 6 hours of Le Mans. I'll be the lead anchor with Jacob Reeves, Bigglestein Hopton, Joshua Suss invites you. Going to be a fun one tomorrow night. Airtime, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Going green for 6 hours of Le Mans. That's going to be a fun one, Michael. That's going to be a fun one tomorrow night. Wow.
Well, I'm assuming it's teams, right? I hope.
Two teams. Two
6 hours would be
yes,
crazy.
2 teams. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be a blast. And you see Lee getting off to a great start here with Flanagan. You should see Bruce drop down, try to get a little draft, or they're going to pop up. So here we go. Back at it, we have 6 laps remaining till the end of the stage. We just took lap 45.
By the way, don't forget the season is coming to an end for seasons of the NASCAR DSR Electric Truck Series on Monday night. Our penultimate race of the regular season is next week at Richmond.
I love that
Leader
track.
works
That's a
all
great
4.
pick.
Yes, sir. Richmond Short Track Racing, Kansas for the finale. And right now, it is Matthew Lee in the top spot. Holding off Flanagan, Bruce right now. 3 trucks inside on the bottom. We got a problem. Daniel Lawless not up to speed. He stalls. He'll toe to pit lane. He'll stay green. Under 5 to go in stage 1. Michael into 3.
Yeah, I thought we were trying to get a 3-star or a 3-trip breakaway right there, but Painter was able to pull up to the rear, and then here comes Tiny Horse on the outside with MDW. All the main players coming to the front right here at the end of the stage.
I think he thought about it. He wanted to try to get a 3-truck tandem pulled away, but it just ain't going to happen this right now. Here comes Johnson and Wood and Painter. You're on board with MDW right now. Started 4th. He's in 4th, and he's going after Bruce on his inside. Driver right as they work inside in 3. Going after more in his zone on the bottom.
And you see here, folks, these guys are migrated a little higher and higher as the tires go away, and we're going to have a 3-wide battle as we're coming through the dog leg right here. Let's hold it together, fellas. Hold it together. Great battle up front right here. Tiny Horse with a really good run up for Tristan Bruce. I thought they might try to take it to the outside there, but they're going to stay in line as we see MDW doing it by himself on the bottom.
Oh, Matthew Lee really loose there for a minute. He was dead center on him. Flanagan right there as he was trying to give him a push. Here's the man in the middle. In that number 27, Isaac Bevan, Klaus to the left, Jokers to the right. Where do I go? While they get a little wiggle and bob and weave and get antsy. Disturbing, dirty draft there. Even in the vertical world going on for Bevan in the meat and the sandwiches that go into 2.
I'll give it this. That was a good job by him not really getting into anyone because, as you said, there was other trucks dancing around. We got a truck slapping the wall once, twice. I don't know exactly what's going on right there, but we got a little bit of wall slap in the back. Same guys right here in the front. Flanagan's in a good spot, I feel like. If he can get a run on lead, maybe take it to the high side, try to score him a win right here, move up in this playoff position.
Final lap, stage number 1. Caution will come out. And top 10 will get point. Right now, Matthew Lee down the back straight away from Catch Smith. Flanagan with a push. Here comes Johnson with a big burst of momentum down to the inside. And he's going to carry down MDW. Johnson up high. Bruce up high. Trying to get a third lane going. They will not. Here they come to the line. Working on 4. Johnson pokes to the bottom. Can't get there. Matthew Lee wins stage 1 in Atlanta. And the caution is out.
And we might have a little damage right behind it, too. Looked like somebody shot out of line right there. Was that Dustin Scruggs? I said somebody. Yeah, Dustin Scruggs got shot out of line. Hopefully he got a woe down before he got into the wall there. We'll just have to wait and see. But what a great finish to the stage right there. Yeah, staying strong, staying smart. Let's see what happened to Dustin right here.
This was coming to the line at the end of stage 1. Watch the golden black car. Truck down at the bottom. I think he got tapped by the 5. The 5 gave him a little push there, and that is the driver of Owen Scrage. And then Scruggs getting into it with the 25 as well.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. You know, everybody tries to drive through the line and then lift, and it looked like Owen maybe just didn't pay as much attention to it, maybe give him a little too hard of a shot in the back right there. And around we go. Now the leaders to pit, and we'll see if these other guys' strategy pays off.
That was, by the way, James Beard of the 25 that also got a piece of that. All right, here comes the majority of the trucks, the leaders that did not pit at the end of stage number 1. They're coming down pit road now. Brian Chu, Huck Wigginton, one of those guys, or those 2 drivers that pitted on lap 22, as well as Chris Blanchard on their strategy for the undercut. They're now the new top 3. Here come the fast machines up in the front. They're pitting now. Eric Zimmerman, by the way, will join those trio of trucks of pitters on lap 22 as well, Michael.
Yeah, this is what we kind of thought. They were going to try to flip the field a little bit, get their fuel. I don't think they can finish the next stage by being 10 laps early, but I'm not sure if 50 laps here could be quite possible, or they probably wouldn't have done it. But I want to shout out there to TTWERT21 in the chat. The X-Side ride is pretty. And the reason I have to say that is because, thank you, I painted that truck. So I appreciate it.
That's nice then, yeah. So were you a Roush, Jeff Burton fan back in the day when he had the X-Side colors?
I was not, but I believe Devin was, and he asked me for that scheme, and I worked it up for him, and I think he's had it a couple different seasons. I did a few changes for him this year with it, and put it on the track, and I love seeing it every time. Gotcha.
Beautiful looking truck. There is one of the other trucks right there, Brian Chu, the Holla Daddy from Fort Myers, Florida. He now is the new leader. Florida Cabinet Distributors donning the side of his truck. That's one of the partners of Nazareth. Big thanks to all of them on the top right of your screen. We appreciate them. As I believe we're going to try to bring in Matthew Lee, stage 1 winner. We can try to snag him and bring him on here and talk to him. Boy, I haven't worked in the cops chat in a long time on Discord. See if I can find where he's at. And
I got him for you.
Got him. All right, thank you, Michael. Matthew Lee, it's the booth real quick. Congratulations, stage 1 win, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Matt, are we seeing any of the tire wear problems, or was that little short stint no big problem right there? You see little guys dancing around, but not too bad. Seems like the handling's pretty good.
Yeah, it's handling all right. You gotta be careful up front. It's a little loose in traffic. It's tight. Just gotta be smart with the room you're given and making sure you're putting your truck in a spot where you're gonna be able to turn it.
Matt, we're getting ready to go back for a restart, buddy. I got to ask you this question. I noticed that you took 2 tires instead of 4. What's the strategy there, and how different is this track compared to running Daytona wide open last week?
It's very different. I mean, you got to really pay attention to momentum and stuff, and where you are. Track position, I think, is going to really matter in this race, and none of us up here put tires on. Nobody took 2.
No tires.
Yeah, nobody put tires on. We only have 3 in the pits, so I think everyone's trying to go to the second stage before they put a set on.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, Michael. Put him back in the box. It's Matthew Lee, ladies and gentlemen, stage 1 winner. And now we get ready to break some glass.
Green's out.
Here they come. Glass Mechanics, stage 2 on in Atlanta. This will go to 40 laps. To lap 70, just before halfway. And now, Brian Chu, Zimmerman, Wigington, those guys that were up in the front that did not hit until lap 22 now have the undercut for the lead as they work the back straightaway.
Yeah, new faces up front. We'll see if this changes things up for all the other guys. Some of these guys are real good at this type of racing, so we get to see what the new boys can do. We got somebody way high.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to rest our voice as you fuel the roar for the C.O.P.S Trucks playoffs in Atlanta. A sample of what those trucks sound like, all stacked up like sardines in a pack. Here, stage 2 and the stage 1 winner, McKinnon not wasting any time, lead back in front again.
Yeah, he wasted no time whatsoever. Him and Bruce hooked up straight to the front, and along with Merck, they got teammates, all lined up here. We've got Merck, Wood, all the heavy hitters on the top, and Brian Chu down on the bottom, digging for all he's got. Eric Zimmerman in tow right there. And a caution.
And we got trouble. Montgomery, Newbert, some of the trucks involved. Now the field begins to scatter as they come down the banking in the corner. Brandon Broadfoot, second time involved. Brandon Schumann caught up in the accident. Dustin Scruggs, another innocent casualty. And the caution out now for the third time. Second for an on-track accident, Michael McKinnon, in turns number 1 and 2. Here's a replay.
Yeah, but have to take a look at what we got here. I saw Curtis Banks involved as well, but we got Schumann, Newbert, Montgomery 3 wide right here, and we know, there we go. Montgomery just, I don't know if he didn't see Newbert or what, but the poor 52 Schumann, he just smokes the outside wall. That's got to be some heavy damage. Several trucks involved. We'll just have to see how this shakes out after repairs. Poor guy.
Adam Newbert from the Toccoa, Georgia. Shout out to all the people down in the Peach State. Toccoa, Georgia will fire up very soon. There's the contact. Montgomery, right side, right front in the Newbert, and then nowhere to go as Montgomery goes around. Tags some more trucks down to the bottom. Brandon Schumann up the banking. Others involved. There's Brandon Broadfoot, by the way, the Daytona winner last week, caught up in it. There you see the 22. And more trucks beginning to scatter, as I mentioned, from the top to the bottom. Michael, you're a driver as well as analyst, man. It's a different wreck whenever you wreck in the corner, especially on the top of the bank and coming down the apron, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're just there to get swept up by everybody else. You may not make a lot of contact with the wall, but you're going to make contact with something else on your way down. Schumann did a wonderful job of holding it up right here as we're watching. I guess he did a good job. Maybe it just stuck. But that is a terrible feeling when you're just turned all of a sudden and the whole field's coming behind you. You really just kind of know that most of the time that's in your night. Oh. That's real good by Osborne. Oh, he got a little grass there. Hold on to it.
And Osborne, what a save for him. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of guys taking evasive action right there. Just head for the bottom and hope. And it worked out for a few of the guys here. See,
Meza, by the way. Yeah, Raw Meza trying to balance himself and get back going again. By the way, Raw Meza, obviously the all-time starter of NASRA, 518. Michael, you were one of the original guys in this thing, right, when it started in the summer of 2020. 518 starts tonight for Raw Meza and no career win. I know he's looking for that first ever win, but a pioneer for NASRA is Raw Meza.
Yeah, the beauty of this league is when we started it, I recruited several guys. The COVID was on. Guys were just buying the computers. They were just getting the wheels. trying to learn how to do this stuff. And we found out real quickly that yeah, we were no match for the guys that had been doing this, that had the more talent. But the love of it, the camaraderie of it has been amazing to me. There's still several guys in here that I recruited or I've known for a long time. There's guys in the chat I've known for a long time. It's just a great thing. I mean, guys still are spending a Friday night with us, and I couldn't ask for anything more than that. And I'm sure Brady and Cody, you know, they're just ecstatic over it, even though I know the workload has moved up exponentially.
Yeah, by the way, don't forget tomorrow night, speaking of workload, we're going to be going 6 hours on the air. 6 hours of Le Mans. Dean, I know you're looking forward to this one, buddy, aren't you? Day and night, Le Mans cars, GTP, GT3.
Yeah. I haven't been in Le Mans in a while, actually. I think last one I did was a part of a broadcasting network that did Le Mans 24 hours. So, yeah. But we had a couple of different crew for that because I wasn't going to do a 24 hour. I think I did 12 hours, so 14 hours was my max that I've done for broadcasting and commentating at the same time. So that with breaks on the hour per se, but yeah, but 6 hours straight should be a problem. Yeah,
I hope they have a way where you can actually be able to speed up the entire clock, if you will, during the 6 hours, and we can actually transition from the morning time or the afternoon into the night to nighttime into the morning. I don't know how they'll be able to do that, but I hope we see some day and nighttime racing tomorrow night at Le Mans. Coverage tomorrow night, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. We're on the air. 6 hours at Le Mans tomorrow. We're back to green in Atlanta. Stage 2, presented by Glass Mechanic Michael, and it is Lee, Bruce, and Johnson, the new top 3 into turn 1. Mark, correction.
Yeah, Jeff Merck making his way up. We see these teammates, they are just pretty much dominating this race right now. They are staying together. They're being disciplined. All 3 of these guys, I see them. They're in their Catch Fence Motorsports chat. They're all doing exactly what they need to do. Take the fastest line, hold on to it, keep everyone behind. And they've done that for the entirety of the 42 laps, it seems.
Jeff Merck, right there in that slipstream of the draft to the top 3. Here he pulls out a line. He'll go to the inside. Boy, what a smart move to throw the block on Wisconsin's Johnson. Johnson now, 3-truck tandem, hook Van Rattle in that mix. That's a truck, by the way, a couple of laps down.
Yeah, it's those moves. I know you're happy with that move, Wesley. To me, those top to bottom moves are so sketchy. The closing rates here are fast, but he was able to pull it off, so it's no harm, no foul. But that's the type of things I would expect to see in the first stage that we did not see. So kind of glad to see a little aggression right there.
And my apologies, that's actually Kermit the Frog, who I normally am used to seeing him in a 27. He's in an 83. He is on the lead lap. He's in 7th and 8th right now, battling with these guys, and it's a 4-truck tandem, nose to tail, from the top to the bottom. Lee with Bruce. Here comes now Merck with the help of Johnson on the bottom with Q now as they work out at 2, and there's Kermit.
Yeah, these guys on the bottom, they're going to have to build the energy. They're going to have to get as many trucks as they've got on the top, and they're going to have to stay disciplined. And this top line, I think they're just going to be hard to beat. I'm sorry. Every race I've ever really seen here was in the day. Maybe I'll be wrong. I just feel like this is going to be crazy if this top lane can get away. But you see Merck, he's actually side drafting his own teammates there. So we'll have to see how they feel about that in the chat.
Big thanks again to C.O.P.S for not only sponsoring the C.O.P.S Truck Series, but also the race tonight in the playoff opening round lid lifter with the concerns of Police Survivors 225 on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. If you're listening on the radio on CRN, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube at NASRA. As right now, here comes the field, bobbing, weaving, Bruce. He's going to throw the block on MDW, and Cherry on the outside lane. Now Johnson trying to poke down on the bottom to make a move on Merck. Merck no place right there in tow, and we're now side by side. They're dosing-doing down the back straightaway.
Yeah, great racing right now. Cherry's got beef with Tristan Bruce. He's coming up here. He had beef with a few people last week, being upside down. It's just, this could get really good as we're going here, because we know all these playoff contenders, not going to be too sad if they have a little bit of sour luck as we're going here. And if they can possibly, maybe, ease them into a little bit of bad luck, I think they'd be just fine with it.
Oh, and Michael McKinnon, we know this as well. A driver never forgets.
No, that's about the most true statement that you could ever say. I remember things from the first year we were here. Thank God those guys are gone, so don't have to worry about that.
A driver never forgets. And here comes now Lee into that top spot. He'll hold on to that top position as Bruce will now go to the outside. All right, Michael, here we go now. We're trying to get a third lane going, but then Lee said, no, I'm going to go to the middle. He let Bruce hung out to dry on the middle of the top lane.
Yeah, just throw everything I said a couple laps ago away. I mean, okay, they're teammates. They were staying organized, but now they want to go for it a little bit. Race, put a show on for these folks, and that's what they're paid to do. So, see the Bulldog finally coming up in there. I hadn't seen him all night. He's right there in the middle next to Bruce. I had to see Adam Newton having a good run here. Yep, he's come out of nowhere.
The Bulldog, Adam Newton. There he is. Second on the all-time starter list, by the way, with 514 career starts. Only 4 behind Raul Meza. By the way, Robert Richard, 469, and Cody Knott, 468. And one of your buddies, Stephen Thomas, was hollering at you, Michael. He is in the top 5 of career starts with 435. I think he's racing the night up. Yeah.
Phew, that's a lot of gummies to go through over that amount of time. I know that for it. Goodness. 3 wide across the board here. We love Steven. Oh, here we go. Cherry again with the bad luck. Over and over again.
On his hood. Into the 27. Down to the bottom. Bruce Flanagan. Newton Scatter also involved. Big trouble. We could call this the big wreck so far. In turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide. Oh, darn. Look for Cherry. Look for Matt Cherry. Look for Matt Cherry. He's the one that got turned there.
That's what
Cherry
it looked like.
Bruce. Oh, my goodness, Michael. Maybe a little too early for that. What do you think?
It's way too early for it. I mean, I know these guys can pull it off. It's just this new aero package has these guys dancing. We'll have to see what happens up here on the top side as Bruce is, right on the rear bumper of Cherry. Oh, he got tagged from the inside. Merck got a little piece of it. Threw Cherry up into Bruce. Rodriguez involved. Flanagan involved. Bulldog, Bevan, Adam Lichty again. This is quite a pile up. And 14 truck ARCA breaking through. Woo!
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, somebody will have some beef right there. That's I would say. But
Would you blame them?
no.
What?
No.
I mean, so they go 3 wide, and look at Bruce pushing the 45, and that's just a bad bump draft. That's just a bad bump draft in the corner there, and then nowhere to go for Cherry. Cherry into is that Jeff Mark? Jeff Mark's able to continue, and then look at the pile in from there. Oh my. Flanagan and Rodriguez and others. So Isaac Bevan in 27. Here you go.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for a couple of those guys. I don't know if Cherry just didn't know Merck was that close. These spotters, if he's using an iRacing spotter, sometimes they can be late on the call. But, it was just clearly he didn't see him at all, or he just was too locked in on the bumper of Lee and trying to stay in the draft with him. It was one of the two right there. You'd have to almost call that just a racing incident.
I wonder what the conversation McKinnon is right now in that driver chat. What do you think?
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to know because that's 3 of the guys involved in that chat right now. So, hell, we'll have to see. I think Merck got through. We saw him wipe the brow as he was all tensed up here. So you can see right here.
Jeff Merck. I know Jeff got a piece of it, but I think he's have to continue. Look at that. Maybe some front damage on the right side. But he got through it, and then he got... Oh, no, he did not. Oh, man. Oh, darn. I missed it.
Yeah, we all missed that one. I didn't see Painter come flying up like that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's going to be significant for both of those drivers.
It's going to be fun. Let's go on board with Jeff Burke and see what it was like for him. I mean, look at this. You know, it's like the perfect analogy for him. He's got a bug on his windshield. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Look at this.
100%. Oh, my.
He's
He probably
okay.
thinks he's safe. Oh.
Luke Smith turned up into him again.
Yep.
That's what it was.
There's a couple of times I think he probably thought, all right, I made it, and then bang, bang, bang. That's just part of this quote unquote super speedway racing. You're so close together, one small mistake, and it can ruin a lot of people's nights.
It's one of those deals, honestly, again, where it might not be the cause of the accident, but you're in it because you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time, right? I mean, talk about bad luck. I mean, that's exactly how it happens, right? And sometimes it's good luck's in your favor because you're able to be in the right place at the wrong time, and you're able to scatter or make a decisive move, Michael, and miss it.
Yeah, it's one of those that you could have a terrible night going and be so far behind, you're able to miss it, pick up 10 spots, get some points. So it's crazy racing every time. We see Adam Lichty, he's been involved in 2 incidents. He's already back up here in the top 4, so his truck must not be too badly damaged. Dane Hagen up front, we haven't seen a lot out of Dane all night, but here they come. And Owen Schrag back up, Dana Shepard, Ed Osborne, a lot of guys, a lot of new players up here in the front. Matthew Cummins.
Over 50 laps into this one as the field will come back to the line. Green flag back out. Matthew Lee, stage 1 winner, now back into the gas. There's the leader in Glass Mechanic, stage 2 back on as we hear less than 15 to go in stage 2.
Oh, what a breakaway this is by these two guys. Let's see if this actually works.
Would have done that.
Yeah, they timed that up real well, but we'll have to see. I would say one of these longer lines will just pull up to them, but wait and see because they got away quick.
What a momentum. Lee and Wood still on their way from the pack, but here's the old cliche. Here comes the Holy Bees behind you, and they have a lot of friends, and that swarm is going to be coming after the top 2, but Black is going to work in their favor.
Yeah, we're going to see the full effect of the draft here. As you see Cummins, I think that's Matthew Cummins on a bomb. He's able to pull up on the rear bumper and Trigg. These other guys, they stay organized, stay patient, fellas. You'll run them down here in just a little bit. Nobody get too crazy. That's what I've been kind of watching to see if they're pushing in the corners, because you might get away with that at Talladega, but you're not going to get away with it here very long.
That big back now, starting to swarm and go after those top leaders of Lee and Wood as they work down into the corner. I'm actually surprised that they've actually been able to hold them off as big as that pack is behind them as they have on a 2-truck tandem.
But you see, there's a couple trucks there, second, third in line, and a big pack, and they're just not able to stay packed together. You see Lichty, he's finally able to break away. A big push and a run out here, and he's going to be able to hook onto the back. Those other guys got to quit being so squirming around and stay in line. They just stay in line, they'll run these guys down. There should be no doubt about it. But here you go. I mean, nobody can stay where they need to be.
I think it's hurting them as you said. And now, at a third truck to the draft, and Adam Liney, who had problems early, right back in the saddle again. David Shepard would have run for him. Started 19th and 4th. By the way, 13 to go in Glass Mechanic Stage 2, and they're back in Northern 2.
Yeah, we're finally seeing it kind of settle around. They got, Montgomery. He's been involved in an accident. He's coming back along. It seemed like the damage isn't being as substantial as I thought it would be a couple times. When you're just bottom lane, Lee's going to need a little bit of help here. This top line is going to get a big push. But Dana's right on the bumper. He just got to get there.
Bobby weaving inside, outside. Look at Wall Benson now starting to make one into the corner. Making some quick moves on the field. Here comes also Montgomery back into the mix again. Remember, he was crashed twice in stage 1. And we got a crash in the back straight away. Trouble! The field implodes!
My goodness.
Big trouble! Ed Osborne, Blackfoot again, Matthew Cummins, Cody, not Curtis, Banks Rodriguez. Crashing! I just saw smoke, and I knew there was problems on the back straightaway there. Yellow flag is out on lap number 59 as we near the end of stage 2. here's the replay, Michael.
Yeah, let's see if we can dissect what happened here. I'm not sure where it started. We'll have to wait and see. And so far back,
Probably find the 77 of Banks and the 38 of Johnson. I believe it's where it started.
yeah, I believe that's pretty close. We'll have to check on that for you folks. Oh, we got head-to-head damage, Broadfoot, Banks. Let's see if we can dissect this. Got Banks up high. That's that three-wide situation again. And bang.
Wow, there it is.
Not real sure. That was just odd. Well, I think
There's Banks
That's
and
last-
Johnson, and there it is. There's that scrape off the wall.
Yep.
And then, wow, that's Curtis Banks. And then there's Johnson, 42, almost 4 wide, guys, as Newbert went to the bottom of the apron, and then around we go.
And Ed Osborne took a huge shot into the wall. We'll have to see if he's able to continue. Several guys. You
And
see
Michael,
Banks.
I want to paint
Wow.
a picture for our audience too, buddy. You're a driver analyst as well. Look at these guys in the back. If we can go to a replay again, Mr. Production Truck Dean of the back straightaway. Watch these guys. If we can get a camera angle from turn three coming down the back straightaway. I know we're showing the accident, but I wanted to see if we could show a camera view from this angle. And what I'm saying by that is you're seeing these trucks, Michael, they're watching what happened, and they're making a decision in the back before they even get to that wreck. Where do I go? Do I go high? Do I go low? Which way do I go?
Oh, that's exactly right, Wesley. I mean, you just
Here, watch these guys. They're driving below the apron here when this accident first starts.
yeah, they see it. You can see the smoke fairly quickly as you're coming along. But right here,
Adam, look,
where do you go now? Bang. Boom.
Oh. Man, oh man, the Daytona winner, 2-time NASCAR winner, not having a good night tonight for catch fence. And now you're on board with Cody Knott. What's this? With Derek, California, Pulse Popper. 26 in the replay sponsor is Pulse Popper. No!
Oh.
You're exactly right, Dean. Yeah, you're exactly right. Dean's in our ear. And I mentioned that earlier, Michael. This track is a super speedway on steroids because it's fast like Daytona or Talladega, but you've got to make quick decisions, and there's not a lot of running room like there is like the super stretch or the Alabama Gang super straightaway on the back stretch. All of those things come to play here. I mean, look at how quickly of decision you've got to make, and then even if you make the right one dropping to the bottom, you still might have made the wrong one because the field's going to come back and grab you like a thief in the night, basically. We're seeing that.
Yeah, it's almost over and over again. You make one decision. I'm going to stay where I'm at and hope they move, or I'm just going to the widest spot, get on the binders. I mean, you can get on the binder as hard as you want, but that's going to spin you as well most of the time. So it's just catch-22 for you. Just make a decision and go for it. That's the product of this race.
That's right. All of that going on is somebody just said, see you by you, Radiator. There you go. Yeah. Radiator and others involved. All right, so we're going to hold off on the commercial. We're getting ready for a restart now. Lights off on the pace truck. Matthew David Wood ready to bring us back to green. Remember, lap number 70 will be the completion of Class Mechanics Stage 2. And will be also 80 laps remaining in this race. And seeing a lot more energy, a lot more picking, choosing partners, who you're going to run with, who's your teammate, who's going to hang you out to dry, I guess, too, Michael. We're
exactly.
ready to go back to green here, right? You're learning a lot in this second stage amongst the chaos and mayhem.
Green.
Yeah, exactly. Matthew David Wood, good start there. Good start from the outside lane as well. But the one thing I'm learning is we're seeing these trucks really start to dance. I mean, they're trying to run 70 laps on one set of tires. And I don't know. I think I would have took a set earlier. But these guys are dancing. They're pushing. They're doing everything they can. We'll see what happens there in the next 7 laps.
You up a little Saturday night finger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Little pinkies, baby. That's right now, MBW is Lee right there. 22 pulling away. Look at this big back in traffic. There they are. There's another storm brewing. I mean, you think, Michael, 2 times they've learned their lesson, but they're not. They're right there again.
Yeah, it's exactly what they did. You're like, hell, we did it for 5 laps last time, but I don't think it's going to last as long this time. We see Lichty learned a little quicker this time, so they're able to pull up on the bumper, and we're ready to race out the rest of this stage. Now, Lichty's going to have to watch his outside right there, and that's going to put him to the bottom. We'll see if this energy comes on the top real quick. And there it is.
Look at this. And look at now Montgomery. Look at Montgomery. Matthew had big problems earlier. Now he's right back in the game. He's going for the lead on Matthew. Lead on the bottom of the Matthew. Finding out in stage 2, he's got new tires.
No, that shows you he's got a little better grips in the corners. These other guys just have to keep creeping up and up and up to keep the momentum. We'll see if these guys on the bottom, they just got to get a couple more organized. Oh, MDW all the way up to scraping the wall. Don't know if that was a bad push. Just entered a little late, but he's able to hold on to it. They put Matthew Lee in this sucker hole.
And remember what happened the last time? They got 3 wide. Coming at you out of 4. Less than 6 miles to go. Here in stage 2. Montgomery to the lead as he pulls the block on Wood and Lighty. Oh, Painter in the fence.
Painter's in the fence.
The wall.
And now look, here comes Merck again. And it looked like his truck was destroyed, and he's worked his way right back up into 9th, 8th. He's just on the move on that high lane. This middle lane is showing some strength. Oh boy.
Contact again down below. That was the 44 Shepherd. Who bounced off the truck from Newton to the line. 3 remaining. 3. Oh, what a ride.
Oh, this is crazy. These guys are doing a tremendous job. There's Scruggs back in the mix. Did we all of a sudden put fast repairs in? I don't understand. There's been so much carnage and these guys are still fast.
McKinnon, you can't block all these lanes at one time. My God. MDW and Montgomery are sure trying to. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Painter off the wall, back to 2nd.
Look at Lee hung out to dry. 2 to go. Look at Burke. Jeff is back into the back. He's going to run to the lead.
Absolutely crazy. All these people involved in incidents, and here he comes. Got a chance to cash in on some points. Painter's going to get a big push on the outside there from Matt Cherry. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we got one more lap to find out at the line.
Oh, it's fake now. Racing. We have seen on the restart. Let's watch this again. Wood down high. Here comes now Montgomery. He'll stay with Wood. Merck on the middle lane. Painter will follow. He got pushed out of the line. He's racing. Devin Painter going around. Bruce collected. They'll come to the end of stage number 2. It was a bad bump draft to Devin Painter. I knew it when I seen it coming out of turn 2. And the 99X side is in the wall and collects others. And Matthew David Wood from West Virginia is going to win stage 2, presented by Glass Mechanic. Wow.
Yeah, that's a crazy ending. That was a great job by these guys. But like you said, one small little bad push on these old tires and around the field goes. I collected several trucks again, but the way it looks tonight, these mechanics in the pits are doing a tremendous job. A lot of bare bond, a lot of zip ties, as whatever you need. These guys are continuing to bring speed after being collected.
Watch the 99. Watch the 99 Devin Painter off the back straightaway out of turn 2. Entering turn 2 is when he crashed. Yep, the 99 did. As it looks like we were showing that previous accident. All right, watch this again, everybody. Watch the 99 second truck outside up against the safer barrier. Now watch what happens. It looks like Merck was going to go to the top, but he doesn't. And then Painter had to make a decision, and then Cherry turns him right rear.
Yeah, it's that hesitation we were talking about earlier. He's like, should I go? Oh, no, too late. There we go. That's another one of those split-second decisions. Like you said, Merck looks like he's going to go, and then Painter sees that inside on the pay window showing up, and he tried to make a move, but it was too little, too late.
In a bad way either, Michael, but it seems like more of the energy's on the bottom and the middle lane of the racetrack tonight. We've not really noticed anything really work up top. And I think that was why Devin Painter kind of was surprised, because he's committed to going to the outside up against the safer barrier. And then Jeff Burke said, nope, I'm going to go to the middle. And when he did, that made everybody check up. And listen, you know, you say this, Michael, as well. You've been in these situations. You've got mere milliseconds, thousandths, hundredths of a second to make a decision. And if you make the wrong one, this is the outcome right here. And that's what just happened. And we've seen it on many occasions tonight.
Well, there's that, and there's the other effect. If people that don't do this, we'll get a shot at some point tonight. Devin Painter can see the rear bumper of Jeff Merck, and he knows he has to stay with him. So Merck comes up, and then when he goes back down, Painter wants to follow him down to get a push or go around. You're fixated on that rear deck lid, and it's hard to get your eyes off of that to really realize some of the things that are going around you at times.
Yellow flag is out again. Stage 2 is also completed. There's Brandon Broadfoot. Somehow, some way, now he is the new man that is leading. And I believe, Michael, if you want to grab MDW, we will talk to Matthew David Wood. I think he's with Mission 1, I think. Can I bring him in, maybe? Let me try this here. There we go. Matthew, MDW, it's the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
What's up, everybody?
Man, congratulations. Stage 2 was pretty darn wild. That was some chaotic racing, wasn't it? This isn't sports cars anymore like Tuesday night.
No, dude. I mean, I'm going from the top lane down to the bottom, back to the middle, back to bottom. I'm having a lot of fun. You know, I'm usually not pushing at super speedways, but I don't have the best luck at super speedways, but at least I got points. You know, that's all I wanted to do. I went in here, I got points that I needed in the stages and won that stage. So having fun controlling both lanes, all three at one point, but unfortunately it had to end in a wreck there and a few guys got involved. So unfortunate to see any guys go out of this race, but hopefully we can have just as fun as racing as we just had.
Yeah, Matthew, like you said, you want to get some points there. You started tonight 22 ahead of Tristan Bruce. We see he's running around 19th, 20th right now. You got 10 more on him. That puts you in a pretty good spot going into Texas for next week, I would say.
Oh, yeah. And I've won Texas before, so hopefully we can go in there, and Lord willing, we'll go back and thank God for everything he's done for me, and we'll go and hold the throttle down some more.
10-4, bud.
Mission 1, thank you much, MDW. Appreciate it. By the way, the all-time winner of NASRA right there is MDW, as well as we come back to green. Approaching halfway, 77 to go. Halfway in 2 laps. We still got another half missing lane of lap.
Yeah, we got to see if these guys do have any damage. Are they going to hold anybody up? You see Blanchard. Blanchard is absolutely smashing Broadfoot's bumper. Brian Chu doing the same with Meza. Great start out of these guys. We'll just have to see if they do have the pace after being in a few incidents.
Might have bring him to the green, but Raul Meza says, I want to be the king. Here he comes now out of turn 4. Raul Meza, Serve Pro, number 37, up the middle. There he goes, and down to the inside. Brian Chu. Here's a guy, Michael McKinnon, that I used to call Mr. Restrictor Plate. Jacob Reeves calls him the Hollow Daddy. Both doesn't work, but we know what this guy knows. Restrictor Plate super speedway racing.
Yeah, Brian Chu is a heck of a competitor on these things. He usually gets a little snake bit. Hopefully everything's clean and green for him the rest of the night, because we know he'll be up front right there. We're starting to see some new players in here too. We got the 83, we got Rodriguez in there, Meza, John Freeman making his way back to the pack after his early trouble. It's just amazing to me. These guys are doing an incredible job on pit road.
Non-time winner for NASRA is Brian Chu. Career start 364 tonight for NASRA. And I will tell you this, of his 9 wins, 7 of those 9 have came at Super Speedway. Rodriguez on the inside, the orange-black Ford number 1, Look at Kermit. Luke Smith in the 83. Guy, this is halfway. He's still got 75 to go. They're racing like it's the last lap.
They are racing hard right now, that is for sure. Luke Smith up there giving a great push. John Freeman. We see, two trucks collected. Oh, and that's Merck again.
Adam Whitey is involved again. Oh, man, look at you. No.
It's not going to make Mama Merck very happy right there in the chat, I'm for sure.
Caught up in it, the 45. And the caution out again at lap 77, just after halfway. So what was 77 to go and 77 on the lap? We have a caution. Teachwork 21. I think you're bad luck. He said that was an omen.
Yeah, I think we had the same situation. Wesley, couple trucks in the wall, slowing down the pack. People trying to miss, and just I don't even think that was net code. I believe that was contact. So. MDW in the wall. Wow, I didn't realize that. So we'll have to wait and see if that hurt anything.
It's not a bad
Lichty again.
We need some more LED lights. Is what Finkelstein Hopton complaining about the power mill. Look at this! Oh, whoa!
Oh God! What was Adam thinking about right there? Good job by Matthew Cummins to miss him.
Yeah, he missed
you
that.
See it here. You see it here. A couple trucks in the wall. At one of them NDW. I didn't see who was in front, but that just makes by pile in and one small movement. Again, like we said, millisecond decisions, and there you go. Dana Shepard, innocent bystander, just cruising on the bottom.
That's what we talked about, right? I mean, Dana Shepard drops to the inside. He says, okay, I see what's going on up top. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to commit to the bottom. And then all of a sudden, all of that stuff at the top ends up on the apron where he's at, and he's collected. And he's like, oh, darn. Hell,
yeah, that all
just stayed on it, right? I mean,
yeah, just stay in it, I guess. That all started with Chris Blanchard. He just hits the wall, and as we've talked about so many times, folks, it just sucks the car back. I mean, that's the end of it. It slows down all your momentum. Everybody behind is going to pile in, and that's exactly what caused that incident right there.
They end on it, like Mel McDaniel said, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Blanchard in the 9. Yeah, watch this, Chris Blanchard.
Small kiss of the wall right here. Here it comes, and that's
MDW.
Ooh, right there, kissing the wall, and all your momentum's gone. Everybody's just scrambling to miss you at that point. And when you're 3-wide racing, that's not where you want to be. Good job by Montgomery to miss it, but poor Dana Shepard. Poor Dana Shepard.
I mean, after kissing the wall a couple of times, having an Atlanta stripe, like a Darlington stripe, he's able to continue.
Yeah, we've seen everybody being able to continue tonight, which is just incredible to me. It's crazy. I don't think it'll hurt his truck at all. It come down a little bit of cosmetic damage.
Michael, this race reminds me of Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. A little tough.
Yeah.
You're never going to keep me down, because look at how many guys on the scoring pylon that have been caught up in accidents, and now they're right back up in the saddle again, right? They're in it. Rodriguez, Smith, Freeman, Lee, Flanagan, right? I mean, Bruce.
Yeah.
That's just the top 10. That's not going down the middle of the top 20 or anything. That's just your top 10 trucks.
Yeah, it's been crazy. We saw it last week, a lot of attrition last week, but I don't understand. Like I said, these guys are in tremendous shape after 3-4 incidents, and they're right back to the front. You see your man Brian Chu right there. He's in a tremendous spot. Who else we got? Josh Rodriguez, all these guys. Almost every one of these guys has been in a spin, so they've all got a little taste of what Echo Park had for them this evening.
All right. So we'll get ready for a restart, and we'll set up your top 10. Brian Chu Rodriguez on the front row. Luke Smith Freeman, row 2. Matthew Lee Flanagan, row 3. Adam Newton, Dan Hagan. What a good one for NASA, Dan Hagan. Paul Mesa, Tristan Bruce, right there. Top 10. And by the way, there is still 70 laps to go in
Green.
right. Lightning in a bottle. Atlanta style at Echo Park, and we're back in the green, Michael, here at the ATL.
Now, what a shot Freeman just gave Rodriguez. I think it hurt Freeman a little bit. I don't think Rodriguez was ready for that, but that was a giant shot he gave him on the start. We see Q, Luke Smith, Lee, all these guys are coming out here and getting on the bottom. They saw the bottom was strong. There we go, but here you'll lead back to the top, as I figured he would.
Stating that Jeff Mert, Curtis Banks getting black flags. They got to serve penalties. You see it on the bottom left of the scoring pylon below. Back to the line. And then the one they're right back at it again with stage one winner Matt Lee to the outside with a push by Rodriguez. And he's got friends.
Yeah, see, Josh got him loose there, that push in the center, but okay, he laid it back down. I thought he was going to get stuck in the middle, but that's a pretty strong and aggressive move by Rodriguez right there. He was pushing him right through the center, got him loose, and down he went and was able to clear Brian Chew.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I like to see these guys, organize it out here. Let's raise for a little bit. Let's see what we got. Because I would like to see him bring in the pit lane entry, because this is one of the most difficult pit lane entries to hit now that they've reconfigured this thing. I would love to be able to see that.
In the words of great veteran mentor, announcer, and friend, Lake Penn Squire, put your teeth in your pocketbook, Grandma, because this is going to be a rough one. And I remember that line very vividly, even here in Atlanta, the first time I called NASCAR in 2017. And here we go. Watch Lee. Lee with Flanagan, and who's in the middle now? Freeman ain't got no friends. He hung out to dry.
Yeah, that was a power move right there. They just decided Flanagan wanted around, and around he went. So Lee decided to go with a little bit faster truck that had a little better run. As you said, they're just hanging to whoever they want out to dry tonight. And if somebody helps you to the front, thank you very much. See you later. Just no friends on the track whatsoever this evening.
Really? Working down into the corner.
You see Johnson trying to form a third lane there, and he had Bruce with him. Bruce, once again, hanging him out, leaving him on the outside, and he's probably going to end up somewhere around 12th by the time this all shakes out. And now Freeman, huge run on these guys. We'll see if anybody goes with them.
Contact. Flanagan, sideways, in the corner. Held on. And Rodriguez comes forming up the middle. And we're 3 wide again. Up in the front, upside down. Look at Freeman going to the lead, battling with now Lee in the middle and 2 and 3 now. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy racing, Wesley. I didn't expect to see. We couldn't see 3 wide last week at Daytona. They were so squirrely, and we're doing it at Atlanta. 4 wide? What are we doing? Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, my God.
Kristen Bruce, Flanagan, Lee in the wall. Caution out. Troubling 1 and 2 again. I mean, you can just see it happening, right? It's like the mad scientist bringing back Frankenstein to life. It's alive. You're just adding in the ingredients, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and that's what you wanted. Caution out again, by the way. 8th caution of the race.
Oh, this is crazy. I mean, here goes Rodriguez taking his run. These guys are trying to drop down at the same time. It's just over and over. Excuse me, folks. All these guys so early. I guess the bell rang for stage 3, Wesley, and they said, that's it. We got to go. It's not like we have 70 laps left here.
I mean, really? Why are we racing like this, right? I mean, come on, guys. I can understand. Let's get to at least 30 to go, and then the take the whips and chains off, and it's all bets are off. Then the race to the finish. But my goodness, guys. I mean, it's they're turning these dogs loose on the leash early. Look at them again here.
Yeah,
4 wide on the front straightaway.
Yeah, it's a crazy move. I guess Rodriguez just had a good run right there on Flanagan, but Flanagan's like, oh no, he tried to bail out, but it was too late. Too
The thing
late.
is this, Michael, you can go 4 wide on the straightaway, but God, you got to lift. Somebody's got to lift going into turn
Yeah.
1, and that's what caused the panic right there.
Yeah, it looked like Flanagan did say, "Oh my God, what's happening?" You could kind of see his pace slow down, but that didn't account for Bruce coming from the top side right there. So it's just crazy moves being pulled this early in the night, over and over again. But you see it real close right here. You can see Flanagan. He's gonna get out of it because he starts to go back fast. He's like, "Oh no, this is bad." Gets a little bit of Bruce right there, and away we go. I know Schumann, every time he seemed like he's right in the middle of it, but I think he was able to skate away this time. Oh, so many guys involved again. Dana Shepard, Schrag, all these guys down on the bottom. Bulldog got through, Chew got through. Crazy
My goodness.
racing.
Caution out. Lap number 90. Close it in on 60 to go. We're going to take a break. We haven't took one in a while. We need to. We're back in a moment to reset things. And by the way, there is still 60 laps to go.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
We're back here at Atlanta, and we are getting ready for the restart. The field is on the back straightaway. We set up the top 5 with Freeman, Rodriguez, Smith, Lee, and Newton, as well as we get ready for a green flag coming up on the radio, too.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN. 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Ready for the restart. Working 60 remaining. Michael, you were saying before station ID, my friend.
I was just saying, Brandon Broadfoot, after all of his troubles, he's back up to 6th. All these guys have been able to maintain with all the carnage. Maybe that's why they're just getting after it. I do not know what is happening right now. This is crazy racing from this track.
Like carnage end, or as the lyrics to the song from Many Songs, we've only just begun. Back underway, 60 remaining. Freeman Smith on the inside, Rodriguez with Lee up top, and here we go. Choose a line, top or bottom. And I will say this, Michael, anybody that tries to go to the outside lane tonight up against the safer barrier has not had it. Yes, actually, there's been a lot of crash.
Yeah, there hasn't been very many takers when somebody wants to try it. But you can see why. I mean, there's super aggressive blocking going on. I mean, I don't know how to explain the last couple of weeks. These guys have absolutely thrown the friendships away. I mean, they're just going for it at every turn. It can be fun for the guys to watch out there in the chat, and we're so happy you guys are out there. But it can also be, my God, caution after caution after caution, which I don't think anybody is here to watch. So hopefully these guys can put on a good show. But they put Luke Smith right in the middle, go right around, and here comes Matt Lee on the high side again.
We're in the virtual beach state of Atlanta. Echo Park Speedway is where we are. This is the opening round of the playoff. This is round 1, by the way. And look at the Bulldog, Adam Newton. We got a caution out again. Trouble. Adam Newbert going northbound in a southbound lane like Ricky Bobby in reverse up against the wall. Caution out, it's a one-truck accident, though.
Yeah, at least we didn't get the giant. He got him a meatball flag that says he'll be done for the night. Flanagan getting damaged. Yes. Going to have repercussions for a few folks here. Like I said, I don't understand what's happened the last couple weeks. It's been absolute just chaos. Yeah, I don't know what happened with. We got a little net code and we got a little movement. That's the dreaded word. A little net code and a little movement.
Somebody just said, who let Natalie Decker in here?
What it's starting to look like.
Michael, I love it.
I want to see the photo shoot when it's over, though. I'll still look at the photos.
I'm laughing too damn hard. Oh, watch this again, everybody.
Yeah, I'm there too. Yeah, like I said, it. Sure.
Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so there were some more involved, but they were able to continue.
Yep.
That's Owen Scrage and Flanagan.
Yeah, poor Flanagan.
Wow.
He's had a fast truck all night, but he took that one completely in the front, so he's probably going to be a little hurt after that. Yeah, Merck was able to make it through. James Beard, Brian Johnson, a lot of these guys making it through. Well, Wesley, I've done a lot of races with Nazareth. The last two have been stuff I'm just not used to seeing. I'm just not used to seeing it out of these guys. I tried to explain last week that these guys are some of the best in the service, and the guys that are always in the front, they're great. It's just I do not understand what has gone on the last couple weeks.
I think we need to have a definite a battle of the Aussies versus Americans for sure. I think that would be fun. Well, you know, I do the Australian NASCAR X Series on Tuesday and Thursday night, Michael. So I get out of bed at like 3:30 in the morning America time, and because it's 8 o'clock at night Australia for them, and so man, there's some good drivers in the Aussie series. We got a good American guys, but I'd love to see an all-star East versus West battle. I really would.
Yeah,
I'd love to see where we could find a time where we can actually, you know, either put together an all-star race or a series maybe during the winter time or something like that. So, yes, North
Nazareth against Australia?
West. Yes, sir.
I'm just waiting for the America's Cup because we already know how that'll finish.
Yeah.
Well, I had to bring up the yachting
boot in
community.
your ass. It's the American way.
We will certainly try to.
Michael, I think you were trying to itch me to say that, so I just said I'm going to go for it.
You might as well. Well, that would be nice to have a day off for winning the America's Cup. That's a good prime minister right there. Trump's trying to get there, make it a national holiday for the Super Bowl, so what can we say? I mean, we've all got our thing, right?
Right. All right.
It's a world championship, Dean. Don't even tell me it's not international.
Man,
come on now.
Talking about, Dean, what are you smoking? I mean, the World Cup is, you know, if you like soccer, you like soccer. You know, I've seen Americans get excited 4 years ago for the World. 4 years, every 4 years for the World Cup is what I was going to say. You know,
Here goes Freeman to the bottom. Block on Newton right away. Brian Chew to the top with that.
We're going to piss off
Matt Lee.
We're going to piss off Dean.
I was trying to. The best in the business, folks. I'm just giving him a little grief. What is it, Sunday, about 2 in the morning over there already?
For him?
Poor.
Right now it is 1:25 p.m. Saturday afternoon for him over there.
Oh my gosh.
And if it's 20 in Brisbane, yeah. I'm stuck in his forecast 15,000 miles away. Back in the way with 3-1 again, everybody. Look at this.
These guys will not give, Wesley. I don't know what is going on with these folks. My goodness.
Why are they doing this? If I was PJ Moore, I would be pulling my head out right now. I'd be bald like Mr. Clean.
Big Rig Studio, I love the 42 paint scheme, buddy. Looks fantastic. Thank you for being out there in the chat.
Yeah.
But these guys...
Yeah, brush your hair.
These guys are racing crazy, but it looks like we're going to settle down, and then somebody gets a run, and somebody moves, and crazy racing all around, folks. These guys are going as hard as they can go. I think they're all having a blast, Dean, as he's talking here. It is a fun track, and it is a difficult track to get right. But
exactly. 13 now out of 4. There's Rodriguez up the middle. And he's got a push by Rodfoot. Look at this. I mean, these guys get knocked down and they get right back up and run again. They're not going away as we're going to put lap 100 on the board coming up in a few circuits.
Yeah, that's the story of the night, the pit crews. Wesley, these guys, everybody in the field has had a spin, I think, and they just keep coming back over. And you see Broadfoot back up here again, Montgomery up here again, Bruce again, Merck, he just keeps coming. That guy, he's the Terminator. He's been in 5 wrecks, and he's 5th in line on the top row right now. He just keeps coming.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Whatever he said. Yes, I don't know. Yeah. 3 by 3 by 3. Go! Oh, trouble! Owen Scraggs and Luke Smith crash. Caution out again for number 10. And we are 100 laps into this race, under 50 to go.
Okay, I
have
gotta
another
see
Fanta. Make sure you get pineapple flavor this time for yellow.
I got to see this. If this is Schrag with a quick move again, hooking somebody else, I think Race Direction has to do something about it. But nope, it's Dane Hagen this time. Never mind. Just a little wiggle, little wiggle.
A little wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bobble. There you go.
Yeah, that's what we got for sure. Crazy racing, folks. These little bitty moves, side drafting. That's what we get. I think next week's be a lot.
The night, exchanging glances, strange.
Yeah. They're not exchanging glances.
Take some old opera music from back in the day and use it.
Yeah, hey, taking some punches,
Dean was singing the Golden Girls earlier, right? To take the Golden Girls theme and add it to the broadcast of people racing around the track.
Goodness sakes. Let's see who's got tires, who don't. Do they want to take them now? We know these guys should.
I just imagine the 4 and 5 wide of if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, it looks like most of them just taking taking fuel, no tires. Over and over, though, we see the same thing over and over.
Betty White on the hood of their truck. She was. There you go.
Starbase Comics.
Betty White, Starbase, 50-52 comment. Hey, there's Nick Sacco. Hey, there's one of the originals, Michael of Nazareth back in the day. I mean, look at that. Welcome back.
He was a dominant guy back in the day. You see how far everyone has progressed, but this guy was dominant when we first started this series. Won several times, always ran strong, still runs strong. Very clean racer, too. That's the good part about it. I hate when you see him. When he's in an incident.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I think Team Sport 21's trying to get the lyrics to the Golden Girls theme in the chat box going, Michael, is what I was trying to say, buddy. He's put it in sentence by sentence.
Well, thank you for being a friend out there in the chat. That's all that matters right now. Just look that up. You'll find it.
I'm at Golden Girls the other day, as a matter of fact. So. Yeah. All right. It's not Race recap so far: 103 of 150 laps. We're on lap 104. And you know what? I will say this: regardless of what your thoughts of the race or not, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be a hater out there, but most of the people that were complaining about the race not being racing was the Bruce family, because I guess their guy Tristan Bruce got crashed out and their family wants to show their displeasures about it. But for the most part, everyone else finds it entertaining. I would say this as well, Mike. You know,
Yes, sir.
you know, if they get crashed out, we're still seeing them bounce back in again. Like, I mean, it's not like they're completely, and this is a series that has no fast repair. So you're taking time. Look at this. Brandon Schumann, almost 13 minutes on the damage clock. Rodriguez obviously crashed earlier. Chu crashed. Chris Blanchard, look at him, 4 minutes. He's in the top 5 right now. You know, James Beard in 7th. He crashed earlier. So a lot of these guys crashed, but they get right back in it again. It doesn't mean that your night's over.
No, it's unbelievable to me how much damage we have seen on the track, but these trucks are pretty resilient this evening. They're able to bring their way back over. Dana Shepard, we've seen him get spun 2 or 3 times. He's right there on the second row on the outside. So let's see what this last 46 laps will bring us. As Rodriguez brings us to the green.
More cheesecake too. That's my favorite kind of cake, Big Rig Studio cheesecake, and German chocolate cake as well. Back on our way, 46 to go here at the ATL at Echo Park. And Rodriguez is in front now.
Yeah, good push from Chu right there. These guys, they just stay organized for a little bit. I know they all want to make the move. They all want the track position. It's going to come to them with a little patience here. We got a lot of racing to go, but here we go. We are 3 wide immediately in the back again.
My God, come on, what are you doing?
It's crazy. Crazy race.
It's like they got Alzheimer's and forgot what happened, right? And dementia, I guess, is the word. It's like, they don't even remember what happened 5 laps ago doing this. Let's go right back at it again. Oh, and by the way, the one thing you played is that they don't like this kind of racing. Blame it on the drivers, Michael. They're the ones that race like this.
Oh, that's 100% right. I mean, that's the same thing when you watch the terrible race and they're saving fuel or they're doing this. There's always complaint. Mesa with a big blink. That is not good in the middle of a 3-wide pack.
Look at Blanchard up high. Got Broadwood with him, and look at Matt Lee from the middle, the top to the bottom.
Yep, that was a good move out of Matt right there, trying to get out of this hornet's nest, you would say, and Meza able to make his way through, and there's Merck again. He's
like a cockroach, man. He won't die.
He just keeps bringing it, man. He just never stops.
What call I destroyed them all.
That truck all over the place. They need to clear him. There we go.
Look at Merck.
Yeah, Merck with
Loves
huge.
the outside for some reason, right? I mean, he loves the top side. He loves the top shelf.
Wide and handsome, right? Always. Yeah. Going to give a shove to Freeman there. These guys are going to put a challenge for the lead here pretty fast. Matt Lee trying to do it all by himself with Tristan Bruce back there.
Yeah, Matthew Lee trying to go to that outside lane and try to join, if you will. Here comes Bruce. And now Ron Mesa will close the door on Bruce, and now Matthew Lee's got to get behind the 3.
Yeah, they're going to hang Mesa out. Bro will do his best to stay in there. Just hang tight. Keep your lane. Let these guys go. Tag it back on the rear and come back at him again. Mark Flanagan, Schrag. All these guys, all of them's been in the incidents. Here comes Freeman up the outside. He was in an incident. It's just crazy tonight, Wesley. One after another, these trucks just keep on ticking.
24 trucks on the lead lap, and if you're closing in on 40 to go, you are in it to win it. Look at now Bruce. Bruce, and now here comes Merck. Teammates, here we go. These guys used to despise each other. They used to find each other on the racetrack and crash one another. Now they're helping each other out there.
Well,
The
you
enemy
see why
of
the
my
guy.
enemy is my friend. Remember that.
Yeah, you see why the guys that are in the playoffs are in the playoffs. They are constantly up in the front trying to avoid the problems. They know who they can trust, who they can't. Merck with a great push. Maybe a little too much in the corner. That stuff scares me right there, Wesley. Those corner pushes are a little hard to hold on to.
40 laps to go now, but they come to the line this time high. And look at now Rodriguez up high, up low. Rodriguez now finally leading some laps in the Ford, but not for long. Here comes Jeff Merck. A Punta Floridian is now going to the high side, a former champion and Rookie of the Year in the same year, the only man in NASCAR to do that. And a NASCAR Cup Series champion, trying to go to the lead with a 60 FP flat. How many times? Back to the front with Bruce helping in 3 and 4, Michael.
Yeah, it just looks like Lee does not want to go up against the wall right with Merck, so I think that was a good move by them to come down a little bit. Oh, Jeff, what? Ooh, I thought he was going to get hung out in the middle right there, folks. Oh, these guys are so aggressive right now, but now we're getting down to business. We're getting a little bit singled out, 2 lanes. This is nice. Now we can get some racing. They've kind of, I don't want to say punted, but they've all kind of moved the guys out that they don't want him there, and they are able to truck right on by the ones they don't want racing.
I feel like we're in the eye of the storm, right? It's like this is the calm before the storm. Everything is calm now, but it's all just gonna pick back up. And when that eye crosses, and the second half comes to the end here, the ratcheting is still going to continue. Jeff Merck, by the way, career start 238 in NASCAR tonight. He's got 34 career wins, 83 top 5s, 117 top 10, and career win 35 happened tonight in Atlanta. And what a comeback story if he can do it. 35 to go at the line.
Oh, he could certainly do it here. He just needs we need somebody to get right there with him. These guys are dancing back, forth. Like I said, sometimes you get fixated on that deck plate on the back. It's hard to get your eyes averted from that. But Matt Lee, little slip right there. These guys are starting to feel a little bit of tire degradation, I believe, so we're going to have to see.
By the way, Jeff Merck is in a 2-man tie with Brent Tucker for the 5th position of the all-time winners list of 34 career wins. If he was to win this race, it would be career win 35 with 35 to go, part of the fun.
Oh, he can absolutely do this. We know he was an absolute phenom when he showed up in our group. I don't remember what season, 6 or 7, I believe, but he was just a phenom. Showed up as a rookie and just took over the series. He's a heck of a talent. There's no question about that. And he might be the most aggressive driver that anybody has ever seen on the surface, which is not a bad thing. He forces you into mistakes and he takes advantage of it.
The field is finally calm. For how long, though? Look at Johnson on the bottom, and he's got Smith helping him. Look at Ryan Johnson. Smith now back in that middle mix as well. Where did he go? He's right behind him, and they're going to... Merck and Bruce cannot stop the 38. Here comes Johnson.
He's got a great push out of Newton right there. Tristan, I think he wanted to come on down there, but that's a good call by the spotter. Keeping him up high, that could have been catastrophe right there. If we can get enough energy in one of these lanes, it should be able to drive out, but we just can't. They're just shuffling so hard, back and forth, back and forth. I think if the bottom lane can get a couple more trucks and they can tighten it up a little bit, they'd give these guys a run there on the top.
And Lee and Broadfoot as well, really sideways.
Rodriguez tapped the wall as they went through the dog leg there, but he was able to. Everybody skate by him, didn't cause any more damage, but that's all it takes. One little touch, and he went from the front of the field all the way back to 17th.
Was this crazy or what?
This is great.
I don't think we need drinks like this. I really believe they can go the distance. What do you think, Michael? I don't think they're going to have to pit, do you?
No, I think they're pretty good. It's 75% capacity, so that could come into play, but I don't.
Window now. Caution's out. Oh no, Rodriguez! No, that's not Rodriguez. It's Dan Hagen, NASA. Dan Hagen goes around lap number 119, and well, Throw out your green flag pit stop strategy. That's out the window now. I mean, if you don't pit, I mean, last time a lot of these guys pitted lap 102, the pit window was from lap 102 to lap 71. If they don't pit right now under caution, Michael, I don't know what they were thinking. I'd fire their crew chief.
Well, that's probably why they saved all the tires earlier, right? They're going to come in now, load it up, put tires on. You see MDW there with Dane. I think Dane it's those little bitty tiny moves that the aero, if you haven't driven these trucks for a while, we don't see Dane all the time. So it'll just pull it right to you.
And here they come. And when I mean everybody is coming down pit road, it is everybody except the lone wolf of James Beard.
Yeah, that's exactly what we expected right here. Everybody down, tires, fuel, be clean, be sharp in the box. See what we got for this last probably 27 laps. Should be everybody. Will anybody just gamble on fuel, I guess? I don't know.
He beats him out. Yes, sir. Woo! Jeff Burke. Oh, black flag, Matt Cherry. We'll find out what that was for. Maybe an unsafe entry on pit road. We'll step away. 30 laps to go. James Beard, by the way, last time he pitted at lap 94. I think he's going to take the free pass to get back on the lead lap. That's why the 25 did not come in. I got a feeling he'll pit now. We get ready for a 30-lap shootout at the ATL. Stay with us.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome back to Atlanta, Echo Park Speedway. The ATL has not disappointed as we're about to wrap up our 11th caution of the night. James Beard did take the free pass, so he will get back on the lead lap, and he did not come down pit road. He's going to be the leader. Wow. All right, well, last pit stop info. There it is. And I want to throw something out here. Don't forget, next week we're going to Texas. Another intermediate track, nothing like Atlanta or Echo Park. Barnesville, the first races of the round of 24. Pretty crazy races coming up here, Rob, to decide who goes to the round of 18 there, Michael.
Yeah, it's quite a variety, I would say. You go a mile and a half, do a half mile, do a road course in St. Petersburg. That's going to be interesting. I can't wait to be here to see how that wraps out as we're getting ready to come to the green flag.
Back underway, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Back underway with the green out with 28 to go. And the field will work back into quarter number 1 and 2 with 23 trucks in it to win it on the lead lap. The thing goes back with Beard on the outside. Mark Powers by him in 2.
Yeah, the 27 lap tires, we're going to have to see how they work against a few of these 1 lap tires. But great start by James. He was able to hold him off for a little bit. Oh, that's right. They did not change tires. They only took fuel. So we're probably all on about the same strategy. I am not sure. We got to see on the gas situation with James. But right now, here we go with Tiny Horse on the inside. Tristan Reeves with a great push. bringing him right through the field. The Bulldog there holding position. Big push from him. Broadfoot back into it. Here comes Isaac Bevan up the middle. Montgomery up the middle. Yeah, they're pushing Beard out to the outside. He's not able to really get any kind of positioning after these guys decided to move him on out the way. So Jeff Merck, high side with Matthew Lee. These guys are teammates. They're great pushers together. So, and we've got Tristan.
Look at this. Wow.
Great push.
Pushing, shoving. And yeah, find their friends too as they come to the line. 25 to go.
We're seeing what you talked about earlier, whether this bottom line is very, very strong. It's something I'm not used to seeing at this track, but if you get enough energy down there, it is very strong, especially mid-corner off. Oh. Tried to pick his teammate up there with a late move and almost collected everybody. I think Bevan stuck on the outside again.
Unbelievable. And by the way, how about Matthew David Wood right back in there again in the 21? It seemed like for a while he disappeared. He disappeared and fell to the back a little bit there, but here comes another man.
He's always ready for business when the pay window's open. He's giving a great push to the Bulldog right here, but Johnson very strong, man. He's been up front all night. He's finally got the lead. We'll see. He might have made a mistake. Little hole open. He's going to get shuffled heavily right here. Little mistake right there. And then what's weird to me is nobody will pick him up to take him on the high side.
Slowly, I'm so lonely.
Yeah, that's it.
There goes Newton out of the lead. Look at Adam Newton, the Bulldog. From 12th position, he was pinned on the restart. He now powers to the top spot.
Yeah, doing a great job right now. He's done a great job staying up front. He's also missed a few things. T. Bruce, a big push on the outside here. And, of course, it's Jeff Merck. Right back to the front these guys go. We'll see what Lee wants to do. He does not want to, I haven't seen him all night, want to go up against that wall. He wants to run that middle lane. These guys are stretching it out a little bit. Staying a little higher than I think Matthew Lee wants. But we'll see if Broadfoot going to give him a push. Board Matt Lee right here. We'll see. You can see the different lanes.
They are fighting for it. Hang on, guys. Gonna somehow just give him plenty of room to spread him in. Let him find the spot. Here comes Tristan Bruce now. He'll be the new leader. He's got rope pushing him. Newton Lee now power alongside with Wood and Broadfoot. By the way, we're 20 to go. Presented by Premier Racing Setups. Big thanks to our sponsor. Mention NASCAR, 15% off of your order. 15% goes back in NASCAR's pocket. And they got a new commercial as well. Monthly subscription started only $20. And if you want some of the best setups tonight, Michael Lane will help you out at PRS. Come up to Andrew Navarro a call or reach out to him on social media.
I certainly will. They put some of the best setups in the service on. And what these guys inadvertently did when they went to that high side, that let Ryan Johnson catch back onto the draft. And we know he's had speed all night. There he is, fifth on the top lane. He's able to just grab it right back in. I thought he was going to get just absolutely framed right there, but just a great run for him. Those guys inadvertently, by going high, brought him right back into the mix.
Whoa, no, there he goes. Montgomery, and around goes the 42 of Freeman. Caution out. Huck Wigginton, by the way, just got called for a black flag. Yellow flag number 12, lap number 132. 17, 18 to go at the line. And okay, so I got a feeling, honestly, Michael, we've done this a long time.
Yep.
owner, driver, and broadcaster. We've done this a long time, and I really thought that it was about to amp up. And then there's that little hiccup by Montgomery into Freeman, and this slows things down. I've got a bold prediction here, and normally I'm right on my calls. When we come back to green, all bets are off. This is about to get frantic and chaotic for the finish of this race. I'm telling you.
I'd say that's a good call by you, Wesley. This is going to be all friends are out the window at this point, I think. I mean, we've seen the guys try to. Yeah, that was Bevan up there. He got a little piece of the wall, and as we said all night, that just checks him up. And then these guys behind have nowhere to go. You see the flames out of the pipes. They're all letting off. Nowhere to go. Turning around, that gets Freeman, Montgomery, Luke Smith, get a little bit of Sacco there. Some of these guys were able to get on the binders fairly quickly and get around. But you're right, Wesley. All bets are off after this. It could turn into a catastrophe. That's what I know.
Yes, sir. Oh, it's going to get chaotic. What's the lyrics to that song? Something's got to go wrong because I'm feeling too damn good. Nickelback says, right?
That's 100%, right? 100%.
Oh.
These guys are put on. I mean, it's a good show when we can keep it clean and green, but all it takes is that one little bitty mistake. 3 wide here it can be done. We've seen it be done a few laps, but it is so difficult to do. It's kind of what we saw at Daytona last week. This aero package obviously affecting these guys since the changes, but also the aggression. It's been unbelievable. There's unbelievable blocks, people looking for spots, moves. It's a lot of everything. Like you said, you can't blame the race. Blame the racer.
No, you're exactly right. And we will. It's about to go down in the lyrics of Kevin Hart in a comedy show. I really believe that, right? Dean's complaining, everybody. He's like talking about how light. He's talking about how bright the trees are. How bright the trees are, but not the track. Is it?
Oh my God.
Jacob told me that I'd be filling in tonight with Michael and Dean doing Atlanta. I was like, I'm there, dude. Come on. I love Atlanta. Yes, sir. Look at I'm just telling you. Everybody, if you're listening on the radio, let's go ahead and knock out ID. And when we come back, Michael, Dean, and myself take you to the finish of Atlanta. It is about to be a barn burner coming up.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Connor, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Michael McKinnon, Wesley Outland, Bigglestein, Hopton on production. Welcome back to coverage of the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series playoff. Round 1 of round of 24. And the C.O.P.S 25 is not done. A caution-filled, entertaining race now comes back to the conclusion of a yellow flag. And 15 to go. Back underway in Atlanta, and I got a feeling the fireworks are about to kick off and light off the C4. The father's lit. I think we're going to have a crazy explosion to finish this right here, Michael.
It's going to get a little bit wild. Randy Rafa just did not go right there. That's holding Raul Meza up. See Bruce, Merck, Lee, Matthew, David Wood, the Bulldog trying to get a spot to jump into right here. This is what they're wanting to do. They tried this a couple times already today. They can get this little train moving, but that's too late. Broadfoot is caught. He should have hooked onto the back. There we go. Now we're racing.
Working now out of turn number 1 and 2. 14 to go. It might be the thinning of the herd. The best of the best are up there. Look at now Newton. Newton's got Brian June, Florida Cabinet Distributor, as well as Smith, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 at the bottom. Boy,
No.
what a great promo reel for Florida Cabinet Distributors. 4 trucks in line on the inside. 13 to go.
And you can see some of these guys are lifting because watch Montgomery on the high side. He's not falling back that much. He's doing it. Oh, we might be piling up right there. Yes, sir. Big Rick. I didn't know.
There it
I thought
is.
Broadfoot was in it.
Montgomery, Raw Meza. Cherry is collected. Ed Osborne. Caution out again on lap number 138. Coming to 12 to go here in Atlanta. Watch the replay. Oh, my. By the way,
Broadfoot.
there you go again. Trying to go 4 wide. You can't do that. It is Broadfoot.
Yeah, that's where I thought it started. I could see it live as it was happening.
Think away. Oh, my goodness. The 22 got lucky. And then Freeman, Osborne, Montgomery, Meza, and a partridge in a pear tree. Up, Nick Sacco involved. Caution
Yes,
out.
sir.
There it is. And it all started, Michael, trying to go 4 wide again. There you go. I mean, if you want to go 4 wide, go to 4 wide out of turn 4, not going into turn 1.
Yeah, you could see Broadfoot was looking for any opening, and there he goes again. I think he wanted to jump to the high side of Montgomery, but just a little bit late. And here we go. Did Blanchard escape? Blanchard got away. Did Cody not get away? They sure did. All that action get collected into that outside safer barrier. Goodness sake. We knew the fireworks were going to start. We just didn't want the sparks this early.
Caution out again. Let's just. Oh, boy. Ed Osborne.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
Yep, nowhere to go.
Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Another one of them classic songs. Nowhere to run to, baby, now. Nowhere to hide. There you go. Yeah. You ever see John Wick in that song when it played whenever he's trying to get to Paris to was it? I think it's the 4th one. I think it is. Yeah. Good song. It's a good song though. I mean, I remember that song back in Good Morning Vietnam though. You know. So.
You're dating.
Ain't that Martha? Ain't that
yourself,
Martha and the Vandellas? I think. Ain't it Martha and the Vandellas?
I believe you're right.
Yeah.
I believe you're right. That's a Motown classic.
It is.
We're dating ourselves, Wesley.
It is Martha and the Vandellas. Yes, it is. I was second guessing myself, but I did check it and it was right. Yes.
Oh my God, the man had to Google check himself. Be
I did.
confident,
That time I had to. I did have to check that one, but I was right. I did say Martha and the Vandellas. So.
Goodness sake.
Mike, I second guessed myself. Shut up, Dean. I second guessed myself. I didn't.
Man said I've been around since the wheel was invented.
God almighty, Dean. Oh my, Michael, are you going to put up with that?
I got to. Yes, yeah, I rode a dinosaur to work.
You took a horse and cart to work, Michael? Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. I was riding dinosaurs way before you got
The
there.
Amish don't like Michael. It's
I blocked the road on them. This time, boys, I wasn't even going to do it.
Him and Junior Johnson were like this instead of the moonshining days. So, and by the way, we're getting ready for a restart at the 11 o'clock hour Eastern time. Hey, by the way, shameless plug PSA. Don't forget to set your clocks back an hour. United States of America, not you Aussies, Steve, but the Americans people tomorrow night, 11. Set your clock back an hour. So. You better. Yeah, you better. Yes, we know about that. One night he was late because he forgot to set his clock back.
That will help the golfing. That'll help the golfers in the world there. Get the old afternoon round in.
I was like, Cody, Brady, did y'all tell Dean that he needed to set his clock ahead or behind or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, what the hell? It's a 10
10 to go with the line, right? 9 to go?
It'll be 8 to go. 9 to go. 9 to go at the line. 9 laps remaining. Police set you back up. We're in single digits. Oh, and by the way, they still got plenty of fuel. They got new tires. They all pitted at lap 20. And unlimited attempts of overtime if need be. Back underway. Green and Atlanta ready to settle it in the top 225.
And here we go, folks. All the players are up front here. Bruce, Murph, Lee, Newton, Chew, all the people you expect to be up front are up front. So let's see what this brings. I still got to think this outside lane will prevail before it's all said and done, but I've said it 100 times tonight. This never seems to come through.
Back straight away into turn number 3. Here comes Newton. Up top, here comes now Bruce with Chew inside. Now we're door to door. 8 to go. As they go back into turn 1, Bruce has got the one get him on the high side, and Mark pushing it off the lead.
Side draft engaged. We are now going to see the cream of the crop if they can hold this together, because the side drafting has started as we're coming out of the corner. The top lane more organized with the teammates on top with MDW.
Oh, boot in the back, and we crash. Chew gets by. Dan Hagan involved. Beard collected. Owen Strange. Everyone else slams on the brakes like Sacco and Cherry. And yellow will fly again for the 14th time. Wow.
Yes, Jonathan, we are still racing, buddy. I'm glad to see you in the chat out there, but we are still racing. Just over and over. We got issues. Well, we were just talking about that side drafting, and Newton got a bad push right here. I think it's all this was. A little push in the corner. Shot him high.
Bonkers in the chat. She's like, you're kidding me. I mean, Jeff cannot catch a break. Watch this again. I mean, here you go. Look at the 19 of Adam Newton. He got pushed because of the 51, his teammate of Brian Chew. I mean, Brian bumped the 19. The 19 got squirmy and got into the left rear of Jeff Merck. That's what caused it there, Michael.
Yeah, it's a bad push. It loosened up the Bulldog, and then, straight up he went. It's just it's crazy incidents tonight. I mean, they're racing hard as they can go. I get it, but here we go.
And who gets lucky from that? Adam Newton. Watch this one more time. Inside, watch the 51. The push he didn't hit him center. He pushed him sideways, got him loose. That got the 19 up high from the side draft, gone wrong. Left rear contact, and around goes Merck. Merck then Brian Chew collected again. And then there goes Luke Smith on the bottom. Dana Shepard, Cody Knott. Man.
Look at Rodriguez. Oh, my God. You talk about thread the needle. I don't know how he got through that right there. That was pure luck. No millisecond in that, but that was incredible. He got through that. Just barely able to escape by. Head push.
Another look at it again. Watch it one more time. Wow.
Just clean. Just as clean as he could be right there. That's incredible.
He said, I'm going to clean your clock. And I'm going to come back at 12 o'clock looking like the man there. And he did it. Watch it one more time. Kristen Bruce, by the way, in the lead. Watch it in real time. Oh, I wish we'd stop doing slow-mo. Do it in real time and speed. It happens so fast. Slow-mo and then fast. Slow-mo and then fast. Here it is. Look at this.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm asking for real time is just look at this. You got to make a quick move. Look at this. Look at this, Michael. Where do you go?
There's nowhere to go. That was just hold the wheel straight and hope everybody got out of the way, just like Rodriguez. He's like, I'm just going straight, and guys just skimmed right by. So lucky for Josh Rodriguez right there.
It's in the back of an Owen Strange. You remember we talked about making decisions before you get up to the wreck? Look at this. Oh, he got turned from the back.
What in the world?
I wonder what that driver audio sounds like. What the hell did I do? I was in the back and got hit.
In the world?
Oh, Matt Jerry, watch this. 45.
Crazy.
Oh boy, Sacco took out the 5. That's what happened to Owen. There it is, Nick Sacco. Matt Cherry comes to a dead stop. Okay, he just said,
Oh.
"Yep."
As we were told last week, right? This race brought to you by Bear Barn. This has been a crazy race.
Hell, what do they call that? Stalled off. Bear Barn and stalled off. A lot of stalled off to be used tonight in the pit.
Yeah. Sawzalls and self-tappers. That's what this one's about.
Yeah, somebody
All
said
right.
we had the Credit One Bank 25 to go, and we don't have them. It's 20 to go. Yeah. Where's Mark at? Is Mark out? Is he out now, or is he well, he's in 20th.
He's
He
20th.
can get up there. He can get up there. We'll see what happens. Coming to the line, ladies and gentlemen, there are 4 laps to go. Remember, they can go unlimited attempts at overtime. Back to green here in Atlanta, Echo Park. Bruce, he's got no friends. He's on his own, and he's on the ball.
He is in there with Bruce and Lee. They're together, so it's going to take the other 2 teammates right behind him with Newton and Johnson to try to run them down right here. Another big push. These guys are getting a little squirrely right now. They want that high lane. They just have decided that's what they're doing.
For all of the Bruce family that were in the chat box complaining that they didn't like this kind of racing, how do you like me now? I think that's what Tristan Bruce is saying. 3 to go. He leads them. Lee's got a push though on the outside, and here comes Shepard holding up Newton on the bottom.
David Shepard doing it by himself up there, able to sniff a little bit of this draft. Pull right up to the rear end of Lee, and now Ryan Chu going to help the guys on the bottom. That, or I believe all 3 of those guys are teammates. So this is team versus team, and finally someone on the high side is MDW. Somebody will go with him. Oh no! Isaac Bevan with a big kiss.
I believe that was Beard, and actually that light blue truck sideways just a moment. Isaac Bevan. And somehow holding together. 2 to go. Shepard now leaning on Bevan. Bevan leaning on now the blue machine in the middle of MDW. And they're up high. And he's got Lee to the inside. And here comes Newton. Newton with Johnson. And they're coming to the line. Tristan Bruce just needs to get the white flag and say they're crashing. Caution is out. Caution is out. No, they got the white flag. They're racing. 1 to go. 1 to go. Presented by Terry. Keep going, Terry. Follow that, Michael.
Yeah, here we go. Got Tristan Bruce out front with the teammate. Here comes MDW. Never ever count him out. Isaac Bevan right on the rear bumper. Good move. Oh, no. What a job.
Traffic. He can't get there. Matthew Lee will not catch him. Tristan Bruce is winner in Atlanta. The wreck is gone when they got to the other side. Tristan Bruce, how you like me now? The Bruce family were saying we hate this kind of racing. We don't like it. This is not racing. Well, your boy just won at Atlanta.
That was some crazy racing. That was what, 5 feet from being a yellow. I'm amazed they were able to take the white flag right there, but I'm so glad they did because that left a great finish.
Michael, I want to give props to the race directors for not throwing the yellow because they made a decision. They figured that accident was not as bad. They could be able to race on, and as you noticed, by the time they got back around to the other side, the wreck was cleared, whether they towed or whether it was gone and they were driving away. Tristan Bruce from Denver, North Carolina, the Charlotte Finch Chevrolet, wins, and if I'm thinking correctly, he is the driver's second in the standings. He moves in now to the Elite 12. How about that?
Yeah, to the 18 right there.
Or 18, yeah, the Elite 18, I guess.
Yep. He's going to move into that. That's also going to put him a little bit closer to Matthew David Wood, even though Matthew does have a stage win tonight, but that's going to pick up 5 more bonus points, I believe, is how we still do it. So, huge race for Tristan Bruce. Great teamwork from all these guys. And you see the Bulldog right there coming in third, Matt Lee second. Just as a great finish. I'm just glad that they made it to the line.
Yes, they did. And again, props to the race director, TJ Moore and Nazareth, for saying they're wrecking, but we're not going to throw the yellow. We're gonna let these guys race it out. And they did. Tristan Bruce will pick up the win. Matthew Lee second, Adam Newton third. They're coming up, by the way, on the Florida Cabinet Distributors Victory Lane winner's circle. And here's the info: 150 laps, 228 miles, 24 different leaders, and 24 lead changes amongst 14 different drivers. 14 cautions, 41 laps. Brian Chu up 17 spots. Art Charger Matt Lee led the most at 46, but not the last one. Tristan Bruce, fastest lap of the night, and Ryan Johnson was the pole award winner. Here's the results before Michael and I bring you into post-race and talk to the drivers. Tristan Bruce is the winner. Matthew Lee is second. Adam Newton third. Matthew Wood is fourth for the weatherman. Isaac Bevan, top five. Ryan Johnson, Chris Blanchard, James Beard, Matthew Montgomery, and Brian Chu. Michael will finish in the top 10.
At finish 11th, we've got John Freeman there. 12, Josh Rodriguez missed that wreck, just made a great move. 13th, Jeff Merck. All the problems tonight, still managing to get some decent points. Dana Shepard, 14th. 15th, Matthew Cummins. 16th, Nick Sacco. 17th, Raul Meza. 18th, Brandon Broadfoot. 19th, Luke Smith. And 20th, Huck Wigington.
21st to the fish of the running order will find Cody Dodd on the lead lap. He's the last car on the lead lap when the race ended. Multiple laps down and out include Matt Cherry, Owen Scrage, Ed Osborne, Curtis Banks, your top 25, Brandon Schumann, Dan Hagan, David Flanagan, Adam Newbern, and Adam Lighting in 30th position. Then we're going to follow it up with Devin Painter, Dustin Scruggs, Eric Zimmerman, Daniel Lawless, and again, TJ Moore was the race director. We are taking a break. Michael, Dean, and I, when we come back, Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race winner's circle. We talk to Bruce Lee Newton, the law firm that finished it in the trio tonight, podium-wise at Atlanta. What a wild one to start the playoffs, and it is Tristan Bruce winning. He's also on to the round of 18.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Here at the virtual Echo Park Speedway, iRacing and the Nazareth C.O.P.S Truck Series of the C.O.P.S 225 is in the books. Michael McKinnon, I'm Wesley Outland. Bigglestein hopped it on production. By the way, don't forget to join us tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, for 6 hours of Le Mans, presented by Progressive and Prosper Engineering. Tristan Bruce, career start 214 of Nazareth tonight, will become his 19th career win, 94 top fives and 134 top tens. Tristan joins us. Tristan, boy, this game, not game, I guess. This pendulum of back and forth and chaos. And when it's all said and done, Tristan, you bounce back and win this thing. The highs and lows of the emotion of surviving and putting the 3 in victory lane. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Wesley. That was hell of a race, honestly. Yeah, highs and lows, like you said. I had was involved in two pretty good wrecks. Had to pit both times for damage during multiple cautions, but we were just able to make ground and come back up to the front really well. The whole catch fence team tonight, we ran and played the game really well tonight. So huge thanks to my teammate Matthew Lee for doing all he did tonight. I couldn't get that win without him, obviously. So thank you to him. But yeah, what a wild race. I think this is the first race of the playoffs. So hell of a start to the playoffs. On to the next round. So yeah, I mean, I can't be more thankful. That was a ton of fun. We had a lot of cautions, which was unfortunate, but that's Nazareth Super Speedway racing.
It does seem to be that way, Tristan. And what I couldn't figure out this evening, you guys made quite an effort to stay on the high side most of the night. Were you surprised as much as I was that when somebody tried to make a charge all the way at the top, that they just didn't get a lot of help? Nobody really wanted to go with them, or was it just a safety factor that guys are like, I don't want to kiss the wall, I don't want to blah blah. I was surprised the very top lane did not dominate.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when we as a team, want to make the moves to get to the front, we'll take that outside near the wall. That's, it's a good line to make a charge if you are running from the back. But, I just think overall, us as a team, and our connection on these super speedway races, we run really well together. So, yeah, I can't thank my teammates enough. It sucks that Merck got junked out with about 7 to go or so. I thought we were gonna have a 1-2-3 tonight, but yeah, thanks so much to Matthew T. Lee. What a race! What a race!
So Tristan, I got to ask you this question, and please segue this and thanking your sponsors. The family in the chat box were very outspoken, saying we don't like this kind of racing. This is not racing. This is ridiculous. I'm not a fan of it. What's your side of that? And are you kind of asking them, how do you like me now because you won the thing?
No, I mean, I'll take a win any way I can get it, right? But it sucks when we come to these super speedway races and it's, we can't get what seems more than, at least for Atlanta, like a 20-25 lap green flag run before yellow comes out. But it's because people run each other over. And I don't know, it's whether it's most of the guys can't handle a super close side draft just constantly or what it is. But it's the people. It's not the cars wrecking each other. It's who's behind their wheels. So I don't know, but it does suck. It's not the racing we should have. We should have, long green flag runs every week, like a real race would probably have, right? But it is what it is. But I'm gonna enjoy this win tonight, that's for sure. Yeah, so into the sponsors, just thank you so much to Miss Jennifer with everything she does for what I do in real life and always contributes to the season 9, or sorry, I said season 9 because I actually haven't won a Friday night race since season 9, so that's pretty cool. But thank you, Miss Jennifer from Charlotte Fence Builders. Yeah, and thank you to all my family that watches every Wednesday and Friday night for all the support they have for me running this. Thank you, Wesley. Michael, thank you. Dean, behind the production, you do an awesome job every week for Nazareth. Thank you. Thank you, Brady. Prayers out to Brady, of course, obviously, still. Just thank you to everyone that's involved.
Yeah, I think we'll enjoy this one for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Tristan Bruce, as I mentioned, in victory lane. Getting a big victory in, again, his 19th career Nazareth win. And furthermore, on to the round of 18 as well. Let's grab now second place. And Matthew Lee. Matthew, always great catching up with you, sir. Winning the stage, finishing in contention to finish second. I know you were the points man coming into this race as well. A good solid night. Well, actually, Matthew David Wood was the points leader, but a good solid night, though, for you, Matthew Lee, leaving here to try to get as many points as possible, and nothing wrong with second place. Your take of the chaos that was Echo Park Atlanta tonight.
Yeah, it's like Tristan was saying, it's a wild race. It's too bad we didn't get more green flag runs in. But yeah, worked great together as a team tonight. All the guys at Catch Fence took care of each other. A lot of fun.
Yeah, Matt, I'm looking here. You came in 8th in the points, not too far behind too much. And, winning a stage, you got to feel good how it ended up. Plus, you're able to, take a teammate to the win. But I heard you talking earlier. How hard was it to take a guy and shove him all the way into the corner and trust it wasn't going to be too much?
It took a lot of building up to it. You know what I mean? Like, you tested the limits a little further each time. I had a pretty good understanding what I could do with Tristan at the end of that race. A little nervous when someone new got behind me. Not gonna lie. Was definitely nervous going down to 3 with Adam behind me, and what could have happened if he just shoved me off in there too hard. Could have been a situation like the caution before where Merck got taken out. So, just mindful of all that.
Matt, I got to ask you this question. Do you think they got it right coming to the line when the wreck happened? I mean, were you happy that they kept it green on the white flag and not through a yellow, or do you wish that they would have, as many cautions as we have had so far? Do you think a yellow flag warranted, to try to re-rack, restack, and go after Tristan, or are you glad that they kept it at full speed?
Nah, I'm definitely glad it played out the way it did. I didn't even realize anything going on back there. So, I was just focused at the windshield and trying to bring me and Tristan home 1-2, whatever way it played out there. Thought about making a move on him off of 4, but I was like, no, just going to settle for the good points here and not do anything stupid to screw up either of our day.
Sponsors, see you next week at Texas.
Yeah, all the people that help on the real race car, definitely big thank to them. OnlyPans, Riverside Disposal, CNS Automotive. You guys are putting on this race, as always. Ton of work behind the scenes. All the guys catch fence.
There you go. From Clinton, Maine, that is Matthew Lee. Everybody, Matthew Lee will finish in the number 2 position. 63rd start for Nazareth tonight. He has 13 career wins. Now add on 32 top 5s and 43 top 10s for the man from Maine of Matthew Lee. And finally, let's grab second and the books and grab for third to wrap up the podium part of our Florida Cabinet Distributors Victory Lane Winners Circle from Hillsborough, North Carolina, Mr. Adam Newton. Adam, man, this race, well, I'd love to get your take on it because you were up and down and up and down. Career start number 514. I got a feeling it's one you'll never forget, sir. 3rd place.
Yeah, it was definitely different. I was expecting something similar to what we saw Monday night, but we didn't have qualifying tape on the truck this time, and I think that made a big difference in the pushes. You just couldn't go nowhere. Yeah, and Adam, you had to feel good right there coming to the line right before that. You had 3 of your teammates all lined up right there. I mean, you think there's anything different you could have done to get the win? I know you got just kind of, chopped off a little bit there by Lee and Tristan, which would you expect, but had to feel good that 3 of you guys were all running right there at the top at the end of the race. Yeah, that and wasn't I don't know if Ryan or any of us could have done anything differently when MDW went across the front of Matt Lee. I was glad Matt was able to hold on to it, but yeah, it could have been a bigger mess than what it was, for us, but we survived, so that's the most important thing.
By the way, Adam Newton, a driver that's been a part of the NASCAR world for a long time. Career start 514, as I mentioned, 23 career wins, 144 top 5s, and now 286 top 10s. Adam, do you like this kind of racing? I mean, do you feel like everybody was entertained with what the product was, or do you feel like we need to go to the drawing board with NASCAR and make some changes or fix some things, or do you feel like it is what it is because the drivers race the way they race, I guess?
No, Tristan hit some of it on the nail on the head, but the rest of it is the product of the truck itself. They,
okay.
With the trucks being skewed out, the side draft being way too strong, in my opinion, you can't get out on anybody no more. There's no more surges. I mean, when somebody just puts a quarter of that fender on your right rear, it pulls you back 4 and 5 truck lengths, and then you got the guys behind you wide open that are running 10 miles an hour, and that wind effect isn't hitting them until you're already on top of it. And then when you do the lane switches and stuff to control the lines, it, in my opinion, it just creates garbage racing.
There you go. Say it like it is, Adam. By the way, but please thank your sponsors, and see you at the next one, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to thank LPP Race Cars, Florida Cabinet Distributors, and Josh Suss. Hope everybody comes out and watches the race at Le Mans tomorrow night. And C.O.P.S, Nazar, y'all, Brady, good to see him back in the chat, and still thinking about their family and stuff. And Mama June's, and thank God for another good night.
By the way, I have such a crazy schedule. You know this, Adam, but thank you for referring me to go try out the new Olive Garden in Selma. A wonderful time, great experience, great food. Was very, very pleased, very happy with it, for sure.
Awesome.
Love those meatballs.
Got to thank my swim teammates too, Brian, Luke, and Tiny Horse.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Adam Newton. When it's all said and done, he'll finish at the number 3 spot. And Victory Lane Winner's Circle interviews are presented by the fine folks at Florida Cabinet Distributors. And ironically, his sponsor is on that truck, number 19. All right. We wrap it up. 8-time winner, dominator of the year, Matthew David Wood, the weatherman, going to have to try to look for another win to advance into the next round of the playoffs. But we do know one guy from the round of 24 going to the round of 18. It is Tristan Bruce. We're on to Texas Motor Speedway next Friday night for the Pulse Poppers 225. Thank you for Jacob Reeves for allowing me to sit in his chair as lead anchor covering the action. Michael McKinnon, your final take of tonight. What a wild one. This is one we'll never forget for sure. Your take of the C.O.P.S 225 as we put a chapter on it.
Like I said earlier, I thought the racing was good when the racing could be good. These guys hit it on the head. Adam has brought this up 2 weeks in a row. The side draft effect, it's definitely affecting people. I don't know. It's just the aero seems to be a little off on these trucks, but they always comes down to the cream of the crop. They're always at the front, and we saw it again tonight with a great win by Tristan.
When it is all said and done, it is Tristan Bruce picking up the victory, as we mentioned, that Carolina Fence Building Chevrolet. He, of course, will celebrate with his 19th career win, and in doing so, advance in to the round of 18. There is the bracket. Add on number 2 seed, Tristan Bruce, on to the Elite 18. And we'll see you next week at virtual Texas Motor Speedway. As always, North American Sim Racing Association.com, the website, social media, more details and information. And don't forget, tomorrow night, 6 hours of Le Mans. Like, subscribe, follow, airtime tomorrow night, 6 Eastern. Should be a good one on the NASRA 360 Racing Network as well as on CRN. We have got you covered. Thank you to TJ Moore, the race director, keeping this chaos and mayhem in line. Bigglestein Hopton, as always, punching the buttons on production. Keep your thoughts and prayers still going out to our buddy Brady LaBeouf, sounding like Vice President of Operations. Cody Knott's going to carry things for the remainder of the leagues, and Brady will make a big return down the home stretch for the new season. For Brady and Cody and everybody at NASRA, Tristan Bruce wins Atlanta. For Michael McKinnon, I'm Wesley Outland. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And, of course, we'll see you next week as we'll be two-stepping at No Limits, Texas, as the quest for the championship in the Premier Series of NASRA, the C.O.P.S Truck Series, rolls on there. Good evening, and thank you for watching and listening. Tristan Bruce wins the C.O.P.S 225 from England.